কালারে হারায় যেমন, কালারে হারায় যেমন, ওই রূপ এড়িয়ে দর্পণে, ওই রূপ এড়িয়ে দর্পণে আমার মনের মানুষের সনে, আমার মনের মানুষের সনে। যখন ওই রূপ স্মরণ হয়, থাকে না লোক লজ্জার ভয়। যখন ওই রূপ স্মরণ
partnership, build the partnership in the middle. If the partnership coming, the later one, we know that we have a very good batting on day pin, so we can cash in up later.
Sharaful, is he playing today or is he rested?
No, he's injured. He's out of the team. Khalid playing.
So injuries are plaguing you, but 4 games that you lost on the trot, is that a concern? You want to correct that, don't you?
Toss?
No, just the games, the 4 games on the trot.
Definitely. Last 4 games we are not up to the mark. Hopefully we can collectively perform today.
What do you like to score batting first here?
Not in mind, just play the game. How the pitch behave, they will utilize.
Thank you very much and good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
So the news out here in the centre is that Pakistan have won the toss and are having a bowl.
All right, then Pakistan presenting a challenge for themselves because they have won the toss and decided to bat first in the first T20 internationals. Not to be this time, another toss loss, but what do you make of this side,
Well,
Athar?
they're batting for the very first time, and I feel really good about this because when you bat for the first time, there's less pressure. So they got to go and express themselves right from the top of the order. Tanzir, Imon, Liton, Ridoy, and Jakar is going to do the bulk of run. One thing they must remember, whoever gets a start needs to capitalize and cash in because you just cannot get starts and throw your wicket away. Tanzir Hassan is a couple of 30s. Ridoy was looking good. Liton Kumadas was also looking good. Remember, Parvez Hussain, Imon, the left-hander, right at the top of the order, has got the quickest T20 international 100 for Bangladesh, which was against UAE. Let's see how they go about it.
All right, speaking of Pakistan, they've gone in with one change. Abbas Afridi has been given an opportunity. So a change in the bowling lineup, Ramiz.
Yeah, I mean, more impressive is the change in the mindset, you know, after winning a toss, electing to bowl and challenging yourself. I think that's the right kind of mindset that you want from Pakistani captain, the team. It looks a rock-solid unit. I mean, they won the series, so might as well use the pacer, Afridi, who's been very good. You know, he hits that length and is very, very good in the middle phase of the innings. So it's a good change.
Also, Pakistan, you know, when you look at the all-rounder options that they have, we'll be talking about that as well. But just the cap presentation, Athar, for Khalid Ahmed, this 92nd T20 international cap for Bangladesh.
Yeah, he picked up 20 wickets in the recently concluded Bangladesh Premier League, and he's done well, so he deserved this opportunity. I hope he does well. Important for them, since they're batting, the problem has been that when they lose wickets in the cluster. They lost the 8 wickets for 64 runs in the first T20 international, and they lost 7 for 77 after they started well as an opening pair, added 44 for the opening partnership. That cannot happen. If that happens, then you're not going to go and win matches. Then you need to stop it. If you lose wickets, somebody has to just make sure that you block those out a couple of overs, and then you continue in that similar kind of an aggressive fashion.
All right, so then plenty to play for Bangladesh. Like Arthur rightly pointed out, it's important that they maintain those partnerships as well. That's the key for Bangladesh from whatever we've seen so far. That's been the main weak link for them. Lots to think about for Pakistan as well, because remember, they are bowling first, so a different kind of challenge. We'll take a short breather, and when we do come back, we'll be back with a pitch report.
এখন প্রতিটি ক্লোজ আপ 145 গ্রামের সাথে একটি ক্লোজ আপ মার্ক ফ্রি। চুল কত ঘন টেস্ট করতে চান? 1 মানে পাতলা চুল, 2 হলে মাঝারি, আর 3 মানে ঘন। ওহ, পাতলা চুল, হেয়ার ফলের কারণে পাতলা চুল? দরকার ডাভ হেয়ার ফল রেস্কিউ। এতে আছে নিউট্রিসিরাম, যা হেয়ার ফল কমাতে সাহায্য করে। ওয়াও, ডাভ হেয়ার ফল রেস্কিউ, হেয়ার ফল কমায় প্রথম ধোয়া থেকে।
ওগো, এখনো রেডি হওনি?
এত কঠিন তেল চর্বি ভিজিয়ে পরিষ্কার করতেও তো সময় লাগবে।
এখন কঠিন তেল চর্বি দূর হবে অল্প সময়ে। নতুন ভিম বার আছে না, এর 100 লেবুর শক্তি কঠিন থেকে কঠিনতম তেল চর্বি দূর করে অল্প সময়ে।
তুমি রেডি হওনি? ওয়াও, নাও ইউর গ্লো। কি মেখেছিস? গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি আর গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি। প্রথমে ওয়াশ, পরে ময়েশ্চারাইজ। প্রথমে গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি ফেস ওয়াশ ধুলোবালি আর মলিনতা কমায়, পরে গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি ক্রিম যা দেয় 2 ধাপে উজ্জ্বলতা। তাই প্রথমেই গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি ফেস ওয়াশ। আজকে স্পেশাল ডে, ওই ড্রেসটাই পরেছিস তো যেটা গত বছর একসাথে কিনেছিলাম? ঘুরেই দেখ। চিটার, ইয়াংগেস্ট প্রেজেন্টার হয়েছিস আর নতুন ড্রেস কিনে ফেললি? এটা ঠিক না। এটাই ঠিক, তোর পাউডার ঠিক নেই, এটা তোর ড্রেসের উজ্জ্বলতা কেড়ে নিচ্ছে। আর তোরটা, এটা রিন দিয়ে ধোয়া, যার ব্রাইট লক টেকনোলজি সাধারণ পাউডারের তুলনায় দেয় দ্বিগুণ উজ্জ্বলতা। রিন অ্যাডভান্সড দেয় দ্বিগুণ উজ্জ্বলতা।
রিয়ার সাথে লাঞ্চ? হাত ধুয়েছিস? আমাদের পুরো 2 মিনিট হাত ধুতে হবে, না হলে জীবাণু থেকে যাবে। ধুতে থাকো, ধুতে। হ্যাঁ বান্টি, তোর সাবান স্লো নাকি রে?
নতুন লাইফ বয় সুপার ফাস্ট হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ এখন আরো উন্নত ফর্মুলা, 10 সেকেন্ডে দেয় জীবাণুর বিরুদ্ধে শক্তিশালী সুরক্ষা।
পেপসুডেন্ট চার্মি চেক।
চকলেট? না বাবা না, আজ মার সাথে অনেক ডিসুম ডিসুম হয়েছে। চকলেট খাবে? ডায়াবেটিস হবে। ডিসুম ডিসুম ডিসুম। তুমি পেপসুডেন্ট দিয়ে ব্রাশ করো না?
পেপসুডেন্ট চার্মি চেক 12 ঘন্টা জীবাণুদের সাথে লড়াই করে দিবে ক্যাবিন থেকে সর্বাধিক সুরক্ষা।
সব সময় চকলেট চকলেট চকলেট।
মা, ডিসুম ডিসুম তো পেপসুডেন্ট করবে, তাই না?
রুই মাছ ভাজা, কিন্তু এই তেল চর্বি একবার ধুলে পরিষ্কার হবে না। তাহলে একবার আমি ধুয়ে দিচ্ছি, আর একবার তুমি।
ডান। নতুন ভিম লিকুইডে আছে 100 লেবুর শক্তি, যা মাছ মাংসের কঠিন তেল চর্বি পরিষ্কার করে এক ধোয়াতেই।
এবার তুমি।
আরে, তেল চিটচিটে ভাব গায়েব।
যাই।
জানো, ডেড স্কিন সেল আমাদের ব্রাইট স্কিনকে লুকিয়ে রাখে। টেপ টেস্ট করলে দেখতে পাবে। দেখলে, ব্রাইট স্কিন লুকিয়ে আছে ডেড স্কিন সেলস এর নিচে। এগুলো দূর করে পন্ড স্কিন ইনস্টিটিউটের ব্রাইট বিউটি ফেস ওয়াশ। এই নাইসিনামাইড যুক্ত এক্সপার্ট ফর্মুলা ডেড স্কিন সেলস দূর করে আর দেয় আলটিমেট ব্রাইট স্কিন। মিরাকলস হ্যাপেন, পন্ডস ব্রাইট বিউটি ফেস ওয়াশ।
অ্যাটাক মাস্টার আজকে কোথায়?
ওকে অসুখ অ্যাটাক করেছে।
এদের উচ্ছলতা যেন থেমে না যায়, এজন্য নতুন লাইফ বয় এর জীবাণু নির্মূলকারী ভিটামিন যুক্ত ফর্মুলা দেয় জীবাণুর বিরুদ্ধে 100% শক্তিশালী সুরক্ষা।
Back on pitch side, and Pakistan has won the toss and they have decided to bowl first. Now we've seen 3 201 scores in the last 3 consecutive games that we've seen here in Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore, which is quite a record. Let's find out from Mike Hazeman and Amir Sohail what the pitch is saying today.
In the first 2 games of this series, during the day the temperature is 42 degrees Celsius and it cooled down at night to get to 32 degrees. And each of the first 2 days of the series as well, the boundaries were 63, 63, 63 and 69. Same for both. Also, the first 2 games of the series, Pakistan won the toss and elected to bat first. And the first 2 games of the series, Pakistan batted well, and both times got 201. So there's a lot of similarities so far. Also, in the first 2 games of the series, we played on pitch number 8. Aha! I've got a difference for you. Today, we're on pitch number 10, so there's a slight change. Righto, Amir's with me as well. Amir's been having a bit of a look at this surface. Amir, what are your thoughts?
Well, you talked about similarities and the differences. I don't see any difference in the pitch,
So
to
we're
be
gonna
honest.
same as the other-
It's a
right.
slab of concrete,
Right.
meaning it's going to be run-faced once again. Batsmen will have the freedom to express themselves, and we have to feel for the bowlers already.
Righto. So how do the bowlers operate on this?
Well, I think they have to variate intelligently. It doesn't mean that, they have to resort to slow ones and all that. You have to mix your bounces intelligently. If you are able to do that, then you can bring a surprise element for the batters. Otherwise, I think it's going to be a struggle.
Now, in the first 2 games of the series, Bangladesh also lost 8 for 60 on each game. Do you think that's a chance again today? Or are we hoping and expecting them to play better?
I'm actually hoping that the Bangladeshi batters are going to compete well against the spinners. That's where they've been faltering. They haven't got the answers against Abrar or any other spinner used by the Pakistanis. So that's unlike Bangladeshis, who are brought up on turning tracks.
Righto. The first two games of the series, we said you've got to bat and bat well. It's a good batting track. Amir's saying exactly the same on this one as well. Good batting track. The batsmen are going to enjoy this. So it's going to be another run fest for the batsmen. Good luck, bowlers.
And surprise, surprise, it's going to be a run fest for the batsmen. We've seen that throughout the HBL PSL, Ramiz, and this promises to be, what, another belter?
Yeah, I mean, I could sort of make out the little bit of sarcasm in Hazy's tone, you know, good luck bowlers, and I think it's going to be exactly that. But Pakistan have chosen to bowl first, which is good because they're going to be challenged out there. Pitch looks a beauty again.
Just in terms of the bowling resources that Pakistan has, they've got all-rounders. So they've got plenty of options in the form of all-rounders, because there's Shadab, there's Fahim Ashraf, there's Kushdil Shah, Salman Ali Agha, which is actually great because you need that in this form of the game.
So there are two theories. One theory is a certain captain would want more specialists, because when the crunch time comes, you want to throw the ball to somebody who is used to such or taking such pressure. The other school of thought is that I've got to include more all-rounders because they can work both ways. On a good day, they'll give me 25 runs of 10 balls with the bat and then pick up a wicket or two. So there are two different mindsets, two different strategies. If given the choice, if you're asking me my preference,
Yes.
I would have more specialists than all-rounders.
All right, so specialists over all-rounders. Again, something up for debate. But your thoughts, Athar, in terms of how Bangladesh should be looking to bowl in these conditions? Because let's not forget that, you know, they have conceded 201. These are batting conditions, but what is that ideal length?
Well, back of the length on stumps, you've got to bowl stump to stump, but they're batting first, so they need to score runs initially. Make sure that they get to close to 200. If you don't on this kind of a surface, especially him, Tanzid Hassan Tamim, because he's got the start. They've got players like Ridoy and also Parvez Hussain. Amon Jakar Ali comes in, he misses out. Madison Mirage made a little bit of contribution, but you've got to get in and play an aggressive mindset to go and play some aggressive cricket right from the top of the order. And if you can do that, then comes how to play someone like Shadab and Abrar, because they're the ones who picked up 6 wickets and they've gone economy-wise less than 7 runs in an over. So they've got to handle the spinners better. And if they can do that, then runs on the board is always pressure.
Absolutely, runs on the board is always pressure. From a Pakistan perspective then, you know, Salman Ali Agha, initial thoughts on what you've seen of him as a leader?
Well, he chews gum quite cleverly, which is, it remains very relaxed. Hence, he remains very relaxed. And the fact is that he's willing to experiment also. The fact that Pakistan have scored over 200 runs consecutively now for quite a few games augurs well, not only for Salman, but what he's trying to achieve with this team, which is like fearless cricket, which is like he's quite okay to experiment with a lot. And I think moving forward, and he bats extremely well. I made that point earlier also, that when you go out there as a captain, you've got to not wear that captaincy hat. You've got to make sure that you leave it in the dugout, go out there only thinking as a batsman, and I think he did that quite well in a couple of matches at least, if not all.
Lithan then, I mean, you're talking about leadership styles. The Salman Ali Agha, relatively new. What about Lithan? I mean, what do you think? What do you think he perhaps needs to improve, or what have you been impressed by so far?
He did get that start when he scored those 48 runs. He got out loose delivery outside the off stump. He smashed that square cut straight into the point sand. But when you do get a start in, he's an experienced campaigner. He's a class act. It looks like that he gets so much time when he's batting. Once you see him batting for a longer period of time, he can really crack it on because he's got the experience, and now he's the skipper of Bangladesh team, so he's got a little bit more responsibility on his shoulders. Also, the fact that you want to lead by example. If you score well and if your captaincy is good, then obviously it will encourage the team members around him. Hopefully he can score runs, and hopefully that can spur his team to post a very good total, because there's still a lot to play for. If they can close to 191 or 200, game on for Bangladesh.
Just want to add a point here. I think they've got to look at somebody like Hassan Nawaz. Now, Hassan Nawaz was like a six-hitter or nothing. I think you've got to have that rhythm when you go out to bat. So ones and twos are critical for somebody like Lytton Das, because you can't hit every ball out of the park. So you've got to have that rhythm, that game sense or game awareness where you milk the bowling, get the ones and twos, get partnerships rolling.
All right then. Thank you so much. Quite like this partnership here as well on pitch side. Thank you so much for your thoughts once again, Adar and Ramiz. This obviously is the last encounter between Pakistan and Bangladesh, with Pakistan winning the toss and deciding to bowl first. Really a challenge for them to try something different. They won the first two tosses and decided to bat first. The crowd is building up nicely. I can tell you it's going to be more packed because it is the Super Sunday that we're all looking forward to. Take a short break and catch you guys on the other side.
ফুল হতে চাও তো রোদে বের হও গ্লো থাকে একই প্রখর রোদেও গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি সিরাম ক্রিম এর মাল্টিভিটামিন সিরাম ত্বকের 3 স্তর গভীরে যায় আর দেয় 40% বেশি উজ্জ্বলতা বেরিয়ে পড়ো নিজের পরিচয় গড়ো গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি সিরাম ক্রিম
এক বছরেই এটা ফ্যাকাশে আর তোরটা এখনো নতুন।
এটা রিন দিয়ে ধোয়া যার ব্রাইট লক টেকনোলজি সাধারণ পাউডারের তুলনায় দেয় দ্বিগুণ উজ্জ্বলতা রিন অ্যাডভান্সড দেয় দ্বিগুণ উজ্জ্বলতা
চেকমেট।
বাচ্চারা তো সবসময় রেডি থাকবেই, কারণ ওদের আছে 23টি পুষ্টি সমৃদ্ধ হরলিক্স, যা বাচ্চার মানসিক ও শারীরিক বিকাশে সহায়তা করে। বুদ্ধিতে বৃদ্ধিতে রেডি সব সময়।
এখন সাথে দুধযুক্ত নতুন হরলিক্স 3-in-1 পানি মিশিয়ে রেডি নিমেষে।
ভিটামিন সি আর গ্লিসারিনের সাথে নতুন লাক্স, যা ত্বককে করে কোমল আর দেয় ব্রাইট গ্লো। ট্রাই করো লাক্স।
নিউ সানসিল্ক ব্ল্যাক শাইনে আছে ভিটামিন ই ও আমলা, যা তোমাকে দেয় নজর কাড়া ব্ল্যাক শাইন।
নজর কাড়া শাইন চুলের নাম্বার 1 চয়েস নিউ সানসিল্ক ব্ল্যাক শাইন।
Hands up, Bobby, Bobby, hands up, hands up, Bobby. Hands up, Bobby, hands up.
শরীরে দুর্গন্ধ শুধু ঘাম থেকে না হয় লুকিয়ে থাকা জীবাণু থেকেও। নতুন লাইফ বয় লেমন ফ্রেশ দেয় দুর্গন্ধ সৃষ্টিকারী জীবাণুর বিরুদ্ধে সুরক্ষা আর তোমাকে রাখে ফ্রেশ 12 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত।
এলো নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল টার্বো ক্লিন টেকনোলজি যুক্ত, যা 100 কঠিন দাগ দূর করে এক ধোয়াতে। এখন নতুন মোড়কে।
সফল হতে চাও তো রোদে বের হও গ্লো থাকে একই প্রখর রোদেও গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি সিরাম ক্রিম এর মাল্টিভিটামিন সিরাম ত্বকের 3 স্তর গভীরে যায় আর দেয় 40% বেশি উজ্জ্বলতা বেরিয়ে পড়ো নিজের পরিচয় গড়ো গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি সিরাম ক্রিম।
ওগো এখনো রেডি হওনি?
এত কঠিন তেল চর্বি ভিজিয়ে পরিষ্কার করতেও তো সময় লাগবে।
এখন কঠিন তেল চর্বি দূর হবে অল্প সময়ে। নতুন ভিমবার আছে না, এর 100 লেবুর শক্তি কঠিন থেকে কঠিনতম তেল চর্বি দূর করে অল্প সময়ে।
তুমি রেডি হওনি? প্রতিদিন আছে যে সুযোগ আছে আসার।
নতুন ক্লোজ আপ তোমাকে দেয় 6 গুণ বেশি ফ্রেশনেস। এখন ট্রিপল ফ্রেশ ফর্মুলার সাথে মুখের কোনায় কোনায় পরিষ্কার করে, জীবাণু থেকে সুরক্ষা দেয়, সতেজ নিঃশ্বাস 12 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত। ক্লোজ আপ 12 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত সতেজ নিঃশ্বাস। চুল কত ঘন টেস্ট করতে চান? 1 মানে পাতলা চুল, 2 হলে মাঝারি, আর 3 মানে ঘন। ওহ, পাতলা চুল, হেয়ার ফলের কারণে পাতলা চুল? দরকার ডাভ হেয়ার ফল রেস্কিউ। এতে আছে নিউট্রিসিরাম, যা হেয়ার ফল কমাতে সাহায্য করে। ওয়াও, ডাভ হেয়ার ফল রেস্কিউ, হেয়ার ফল কমায় প্রথম ধোয়া থেকে।
A blistering half-century from Sahibzada Farhan.
Gone again, and he's hit that one for another sixer.
His first T20 I-50, Sahibzada Farhan. He's been in fabulous form throughout the year.
And and a clinical bowling display led by Abrar Ahmed.
Asking given.
Big strike. Oh, that's done. That's gone as well.
Powered Pakistan to a comprehensive 57-run victory over Bangladesh in the second T20 International at Gaddafi Stadium on Friday.
The series win to Pakistan, so congratulations to Pakistan for winning the series.
This win secured their first home series win in more than 3 years and will motivate the team towards a 3-0 whitewash going into the third and final match. Litan Das's men will be playing for pride and look to the top order to capitalize on their starts.
Out. Went quickly. Catch is taken.
That's out. Well caught at mid-on.
Tonight promises to be an action-packed thriller. Stay tuned.
Hello and welcome. KFC presents Bank Alphala T20I Series 3rd T20 live from Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore. The crowd's been magnificent throughout this 3-match series, and Pakistan have treated this crowd to some very good cricket, dominant in all departments so far. Be it batting or bowling, even fielding in a game. But up top, it'll be all eyes on the openers. The openers haven't had a great time, but Saibzada Farhan, though, has batted well in his first game. Now, this is a trophy that they're playing for, and the start is so important by the openers. Pakistan need a settled opening pair, and a player who's just making his mark is Saibzada Farhan. Let's hear from him.
जिस तरह पीएसएल का ड्राफ्ट हुआ तो एज अ प्लेयर शुरू के ड्राफ्ट में मुझे किसी ने पिक नहीं किया था, और लेकिन इस चीज़ को मैंने पॉजिटिव वे में लिया था क्योंकि मेरे साथ नेशनल T20 टूर्नामेंट था। तो मैंने एक टारगेट रखा हुआ था कि इस टूर्नामेंट को भी टॉप करना। मैंने यहाँ 1-200 करने ताकि जो रिमेनिंग रिप्लेसेस है पीएसएल के उसमें मैं अपना नाम बना लूँ। तो माशाल्लाह वहाँ भी मैंने आगे इस्लामाबाद ने मुझे पिक किया, फिर यहाँ भी पीएसएल को टॉप करना मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ी बात है, और इसकी परफॉर्मेंस में मैं पाकिस्तान टीम में भी आया। मेरा थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट है पाकिस्तान टीम में आना, क्योंकि मैं हर साल डोमेस्टिक टॉप करके टीम में आता हूँ। तो एक चीज़ तो क्लियर था कि भाई इंशाल्लाह टूर्नामेंट को तो टॉप करना है, क्योंकि अगर आपको शुरू के मैचेस में इस तरह कोई बड़ा इनिंग्स लग जाए जिस तरह मेरा नेशनल T20 में लगा था, जिस तरह पीएसएल में लगा था, तो फिर आपका कॉन्फिडेंस भी बहुत अच्छा होता है कि हाँ आपको एक स्टार्ट मिल गया। मेरे ख्याल से इंटरनेशनल से वहाँ पे जाना, आपको पता है क्वालिटी बॉलर्स होते हैं, और जब एक आप मुल्क के लिए रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, मुल्क के लिए खेलते हैं, तो एक प्रेशर होता है, लाजमी बात है। अगर आपके पीछे कॉन्फिडेंस हो, आपके पीछे परफॉर्मेंस हो, तो मेरे ख्याल से आप बहुत कॉन्फिडेंट होते हैं अपने परफॉर्मेंस पे और अपने रनों पे। तो मेरे ख्याल से इसी माइंड के सेट के साथ जाऊँगा, जिस तरह मैंने डोमेस्टिक में खेला, जिस तरह मैं पीएसएल में खेलूँ, इंशाल्लाह यहाँ भी मौका मिलेगा तो उसी वे के साथ खेलूँगा। क्रिकेट में स्ट्रगल बहुत ज़्यादा होता है और ये हमारा जॉब भी और प्रोफेशनल भी है, इस चीज़ से हम गुजरते हैं, लेकिन कभी भी मायूस नहीं हुए। और जब भी कि अगर यहाँ जिस तरह आपने पीएसएल की बात की, मुझे किसी ने पिक नहीं किया तो मैं पीएसएल के नेक्स्ट डे मैंने अपने मेहनत किया था, मैंने प्रैक्टिस भी किया था। और जिस तरह मैं जिम्बाब्वे के बाद में ड्रॉप हुआ तो मैं घर नहीं बैठा हुआ था, मैं अपना जो मेरे वीकनेस एरिया था मैंने उस पर काम किया था, जो कि पीएसएल में और T20 में आपको नज़र भी आया होगा। और स्पेशली मैंने अपने स्ट्राइक रेट पे बहुत काम किया, जो पाकिस्तान टीम के लिए ज़रूरत है, जो हर T20 की डिमांड है कि अपने स्ट्राइक रेट को तकरीबन 140 प्लस रखने। तो मैंने उस चीज़ पे काम किया। पीएसएल में मैंने 154 के करीब स्ट्राइक रेट से ख़त्म किए। मेरे ख्याल से मेंटली तो बहुत ज़रूरी है। अगर आप मेंटली वीक है तो आप फिर सर्वाइव नहीं कर सकते इस लेवल पे और पीएसएल पे, इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट पे। तो मेरे ख्याल से इसका क्रेडिट देना चाहता हूँ जो हमारे पेशावर की एकेडमी है, उसमें मेरे साथ कोचेस है और जिसका नाम इद्रिस भाई है, जो फर्स्ट क्लास पेशावर से खेला हुआ, केरल से फर्स्ट क्लास भी खेल चुके हैं। और एक एजाज़ लड़के जो मेरे साथ बहुत काम कर रहे हैं ऑफ द सीज़न, स्पेशली जब मैं पीएसएल में पिक नहीं हुआ था तो मेरे साथ बहुत हार्ड वर्क किया, तो उन लोगों ने उसका नतीजा है।
Has had a magnificent year, Saibzada Farhan. 2025, over 1,000 runs, 4 centuries in that, strike rate 172. The absolute right time for him to represent Pakistan.
He never gave up, and hence good stories started to unfold for him. And he's been batting well. When you talk about Bangladeshi batters, they have to start well. He's been getting good starts, Tanzeel Tamim, but he has to turn it to something substantial for his side.
Pervez Hussain Imon, he came in with a reputation of scoring big, that 100 against UAE. So far hasn't been able to convert a few starts in this series. Now Bangladesh need to turn it around, and they need to turn it around starting from the openers. Pakistan just experimenting. Today they've opted to field first. Saim Ayub has been given the new ball. He'll start to the left-hander from round the wicket. We saw Salman Aliaga previous game with the new ball. Now it is Saim Ayub. Imperative for Bangladesh to just express themselves, be able to post a score. We see it's a very good batting surface. Last 2 games over 200, and they need to start well. Asif Yaqub, umpire says, let's play. First ball pulled away. Timing is very decent. Boundary to start the innings.
Oh, don't you dream of such a delivery first up. And if as a batsman you're ready for it, you'll gain. Not really have to move on that occasion. The length was too short. Easy pickings. Off the mark in style.
Slightly better length. Asif Yaqub, 25th T20I for him. Much better from Saim Ayub. First ball too short, but he's corrected that. And the experienced Ehsan Raza, his 83rd T20I match. The boundary of the first ball, then 3 dots. Ranjan Madugale, a very, very experienced match referee, and Faisal Khan Afri, the TV umpire. Everything in order.
Give us a wave, Ranjan. There is protection for Saim Ayub. Only a single. Come on, Ranjan, give us a wave. Don't be shy.
He's listening.
Come on.
Opts for a slip, does Salman Ali Aga. Imon hasn't had a great series, so straight away a little bit pressure exerted. Well, after that first poor delivery, he's done well as Saim Ayub. 5 without loss.
তো গ্রামীণ ফোনের লিমিটলেস প্যাকেজে তো কোনো লিমিট নাই। একবার ইন্টারনেট কিনবেন, চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে। এই
ম্যাজিক হার্বাল টুথপেস্ট এর শক্তিশালী 14টি হার্বাল উপাদান দূর করে দুর্গন্ধ সৃষ্টিকারী দাঁতের সমস্যা কোনো কৃত্রিম রং ফ্লেভার ছাড়াই।
ইয়েস, চলেন আজকে একটা ম্যাজিক দেখাই।
এখনো তো ঝিরঝির করতেছে।
ঝামেলা আসলে আমার লাইনের না, বাইরের সহজ সরল মানুষ ভাইয়া জিনজিরা টিভি ধরায় দিতে হবে।
দেশের যে কোনো প্রান্তে ঝকঝকে ছবি আর ক্রিস্টাল ক্লিয়ার সাউন্ডের বেস্ট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স পাবেন একমাত্র আকাশ ডিজিটাল টিভিতে।
বস বিকাশ বান্ডেল নেন, বান্ডেল থাকলে প্রতি সেনমানিতে টাকা বাঁচবে। বিকাশ বান্ডেলে যান, বান্ডেল বাই চালান,
এত টাকা বাঁচবে। আজ হারুন হয়ে জিতে গেলাম বিকাশ সেনমানি বান্ডেল কিনে জিতুন প্রতি লেনদেনে।
With the new ball, the knuckle ball, or a fifer in the first T20I, and it's almost as if he's found his lost rhythm of 2017. Wide down the leg side.
Yeah, not only is getting the ball to wobble in the air and also off the surface, but he's mixing that bouncer quite nicely. Brings that surprise element for the batters.
Inverex, Exio, performance style and savings, everything at one place. Pakistan's most affordable and environmentally friendly Inverex Exio.
Missed out Tanzeed on that occasion. There was width available for him. Such a good surface once again, curated for this game. Bit of grass covering. It's like a concrete slab. Hard, ideal for this format.
Push to mid-off. However, you talked about there being no scoreboard pressure now for Bangladesh batting first. Might just free them up, might just make batting easier.
But somehow these two batters, they give you a feeling they are tense. They're not moving well in the crease, trying to reach the ball with the bat rather than moving their feet. Maybe early nerves.
Gets it away, but that deep fielder is placed perfectly, so just a single. Pakistan will be happy with this. They haven't taken a wicket, but 9 deliveries, 9 legal deliveries in the power play and only 7 runs scored. And they'll be happy if Hassan Ali goes through this over without a boundary and just keeps the pressure up.
Yeah, Pervez likes to hit the ball aerial and he's been holed out twice in this series. He has to change his mindset. To start with, has to be slightly careful. That was a good bouncer. We alluded to, well directed, pacey.
J-Dot, the official styling partner. They're doing a terrific job. Yeah, Hassan Ali suddenly seems to be in very good rhythm. Even in the PSL, he was in superb rhythm. Getting the ball to skid off the surface. Change of pace now.
Yeah, you could tell. His run-up is purposeful. He's running in. He's getting the solid base to be able to deliver the ball where he wants. And looks a confident bowler. Hassan Ali.
A very good opening over from Hassan Ali. Just 3 off in his over. It's 8 without loss.
জান তুমি ডাক্তার দেখাও না কেন? হাসপাতাল তো অনেক দূরে। সুখী থাকতে তুমি হাসপাতালে যাবা কেন?
হাসপাতাল এখন আপনার হাতের মুঠোয়। দেশের যে কোনো প্রান্ত থেকে সুখী অ্যাপে গিয়ে অথবা কল করে ডাক্তারের পরামর্শ নিন।
জীবনের গল্প আছে বাকি অল্প।
জীবন অনিশ্চিত, তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন।
কেউ যদি কোক চানাচুর সিঙ্গারা নিয়ে আসতো।
পছন্দের খাবার সিলেক্ট করো, ডিল নাও কোড অ্যাপ্লাই করো, পেয়ে যাও 125 টাকা ছাড়।
এই ঈদে জুয়েলারি ক্লোদিং এ বিকাশ পেমেন্টে ডিসকাউন্ট।
Walks across the sweep shot. There is maybe a chance to come back for the second. And does well. He needs something like that. He needs some impetus in this innings. Maybe aggressive running between the wickets if the boundaries aren't coming.
And that's what subcontinent batters do. When they start to feel pressure, they resort to sweeping the ball. Wasn't in control, but still good enough for a couple of runs.
Goes over the top, it is straight and it hit very well. The first maximum of the innings.
In last couple of games, he tried a similar kind of a stroke. Against Hassan Ali, he was holed out, but this time around, came good. Presented full face of the bat, got the elevation and the control. That's a good looking hit.
And it causes a change in the field. Long off, goes back, mid on in the circle. Walks across, the sweep shot misses.
The other highlight of that 6 hit by Pervez. High elbow.
Lovely hit down the ground. In previous delivery, the sweep shot, which he missed. Some delay, maybe a little check if the ball hit the helmet or not. Just a pause in the play. We heard from the stump Mike Salman Ali Agha asking if the ball had hit his helmet or not. It has hit the helmet, so that's why they go through the processes. Imon looks fine, but they still have to go through with the physio coming on to the field, ask him questions and make sure that everything's fine. That's why that slight delay.
That might help him focus more.
Well, he hit a 6 down the ground. Maybe that's the way to go. Maybe hit straight. Like that. This time it is being smashed away. That is a glorious hit.
Yeah, that attempted sweep. Yes, Pervez Imon wasn't successful, but what he managed by employing that stroke, he forced the bowler to change the line, which was outside the off stump, and that was more than enough. for Pervez to gain another 6.
KFC score a scholarship. KFC awards a scholarship to deserving students for every 6. This time the sweep shot, and it is hit extremely well. That has zipped away to the fence.
That was a proper connection with that stroke. Thrice he has attempted this stroke, but wasn't in control. But wow, how about that? Nice roll of the wrist to be able to place the ball with some force.
Very good by Imon. Remember, he got 100 in UAE versus UAE of just 53 balls. So it can be destructive. This over, couple of 6s, and that swept boundary was flatter. The Saim Ayub concedes 19 off that over. It's 27 without loss.
এই ঈদে জুয়েলারি ক্লোদিং এ বিকাশ পেমেন্টে ডিসকাউন্ট।
এত টেস্টি বিফ কার কাছে শিখলাম?
এই যে রাধুনী রেডিমিক্স গরুর মাংসের মশলা, গরু রান্নায় গুরু হওয়া কোনো ব্যাপারই না।
একনল অ্যাডভান্সড হাইজিন সোপ, এবার জীবাণু ধুলাবালি ঘাম ক্লিন বোল্ড।
রিয়েল চকলেটের এক্সট্রা থিক কোটিং এ নতুন সল্টেড ক্যারামেল ফ্লেভারে রোবাস্টা। রিয়েল চকলেট ম্যাটার্স।
মেরিল মিল্ক সোপার এর মিল্ক লোশন প্রতিবার গোসলের পর আমার ত্বক রাখে নরম ও মসৃণ।
আকাশ নিয়ে এলো সুপার ক্যাশব্যাক অফার। 1499 টাকা রিচার্জে 501 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক, আর 499 টাকা রিচার্জে 101 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। তো আকাশই জানে টিভি দেখার মানে।
জীবনের গল্প আছে বাকি অল্প।
জীবন অনিশ্চিত, তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন।
On home soil again. Round the wicket, Hassan Ali. Change of pace. This is what he's been doing well. Changes of pace and length. And this is something that everybody's doing well. The Vigo Tel selfie moment. Always holding the pose. Now Imon has got a start. He's 20 of 10. Short ball. Must look good. So first a slow one, then the short ball.
Now those 90 runs in the previous over by Imon must have settled the frayed nerves. And now he's watching the ball till late. He's got the start. He has to turn it into something substantial for his side.
And drives on the up. Scampers the single.
Just angling the ball away from the left-handers and occasionally changed the line. Brought it close to the stumps, and then that bouncer.
Again, change of pace. He's not giving you the same two deliveries consecutively. It's either been change of pace or change of length. He's keeping the batter guessing now. Tanzid was down the wicket, but it was a knuckle ball.
Yeah, talking about Hassan Ali, he looks so dialed in. Making the most of the opportunity he has got after a long time to represent Pakistan. That's in the air. Fielder trying to get underneath. A valiant effort from Fahim Ashraf, but in vain. In fact, it went over the boundary line. A lucky break for Tanzid.
Yeah, another change of pace. That's why it wasn't hit perfectly in the middle of the bat. But Fahim has made a lot of ground. He's done exceedingly well to get to it and create the chance. Unlucky that it rolled into the fence, but that was real commitment shown to try and take the catch from Fahim Ashraf. This time in the air, but in the gap. That's a terrific extra cover drive. Back-to-back boundaries to end the fourth. Is 36 without loss.
এই ঈদে শু অ্যান্ড অ্যাক্সেসরিজে বিকাশ পেমেন্টে ডিসকাউন্ট।
এরকম শাড়ি আমি কখনো পরি?
এই নাও মা।
তাতে কি, এখন থেকে পরবো।
মুহূর্তগুলো হোক এমনই মিষ্টি। রাঁধুনি ক্ষীর ও ফিরনি মিক্স।
কালার এক্সপার্ট, জর্জ স্যাপ এবং মাইল্ড অন হ্যান্ডস টেকনোলজি সমৃদ্ধ অরিক্স ক্রিস্টাল ওয়াশ আপনার লন্ড্রি এক্সপার্ট।
ভ্যানিলা আইসক্রিমের সাথে রিচ চকলেট কোটিং এর দুর্দান্ত কম্বিনেশন। পোলার চকোবার মিনি। পোলার আইসক্রিম, মন ভালো থাক।
কেউ যদি কোক চানাচুর সিঙ্গারা নিয়ে আসতো।
পছন্দের খাবার সিলেক্ট করো, ডিল নাও কোড অ্যাপ্লাই করো, পেয়ে যাও 125 টাকা ছাড়।
একনল অ্যাডভান্সড হাইজিন সোপ, এবার জীবাণু ধুলাবালি ঘাম ক্লিন বোল্ড।
Launched away. It high in the air. One bounce into the fence. Boundary to welcome Fahim Ashraf.
Well, this is not the first time we have seen Fahim Ashraf introduced into the attack, and he is welcomed with a boundary. He wasn't short this time though, fuller in length, but these two batters, they are backing themselves up to hit the ball aerial and down the ground.
3 boundaries in a row. Last 2 deliveries of Hassan Ali's over went for boundary. Fahim Ashraf, first ball 4. Driven through extra cover, so make that 4 in a row.
He's so inveterate of the left-handers to see that line and hit the ball through extra cover with plenty of control. Such an elegant stroke. High elbow, presenting full face of the bat, and held the pose.
Bangladesh, well, the ideal start for them now. They're just blossoming, but they need to make sure that they take this deep. They're not a side that has a middle order that's been firing. There have been a couple of collapses in the first 2 T20Is, so the problem with the batting is a batting collapse. So they make sure once they get in that these two make the bulk of the scoring count.
Especially with the fact their middle order hasn't come to the fore. They got the start and they have to put pressure on themselves. Okay, we're going to turn this partnership into something big to be able to take the pressure off from this middle order.
29 Imon of just 15. He's a very attacking player. By far, this is the best period of batting that Bangladesh have seen this series. Bank Alfala. With Bank Alfala's 1100 plus branches, open your current account from the nearest branch to enjoy various services and earn orbit rewards by maintaining and growing your balance. Right now, Bangladesh need to grow their balance. They're 44 without loss. First 2 deliveries disappear to the fence. Fahim Ashraf just going back of a length. 2 fielders, deep mid-wicket and deep square leg, protecting the boundary.
And this is good from Imon. That was the requirement after picking up a couple of boundaries in this over. Just rotate the strike.
Last ball of the fifth. Edged away, and well done from Hassan Ali. He dives and stops. Maybe a boundary. Just a single of that last delivery. 10 off the over. It's 46 without.
তো গ্রামীণ ফোনের লিমিটলেস প্যাকেজে তো কোনো লিমিট নাই। একবার ইন্টারনেট কিনবেন, চলতে থাকবে, চলতে থাকবে, চলতে থাকবে। এই সাথে থাকলে 7 বারে কোকা কোলা। 2.5 লিটার এখন 99 টাকা ও 2 লিটার 110 টাকা।
আমিও তো টাকা রাখি, কিন্তু আবার উঠেই খাই ফেলাই। তারপর ভিডিও দেখে একটা সেভিংস অ্যাকাউন্ট করে ফেললাম। বিকাশের মাধ্যমেই আমি টাকাটা ব্যাংকে জমাচ্ছি।
বিকাশ অ্যাপে ডিপিএস, টাকা জমায় সারা দেশ।
জীবনের গল্প আছে বাকি অল্প।
জীবন অনিশ্চিত, তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন।
ম্যাজিক হার্বাল টুথপেস্ট এর শক্তিশালী 14টি হার্বাল উপাদান দূর করে দুর্গন্ধ সৃষ্টিকারী দাঁতের সমস্যা কোনো কৃত্রিম রং ফ্লেভার ছাড়াই।
ইয়েস, চলেন আজকে একটা ম্যাজিক দেখাই। একনল অ্যাডভান্সড হাইজিন সোপ, এবার জীবাণু ধুলাবালি ঘাম ক্লিন বোল্ড।
17 in his first over. He's a better batsman than a spinner. Got to work some plan out. Of course, there's no Afridi playing in these games, so that would have been the obvious choice, bowling the first over and being devastating like he normally has been throughout his entire career. Faheen Ashraf bowled the first over and went for 11 in the first T20 international against these guys, Bangladesh. So I think the strategies have been poor. I don't know if it's the captaincy, I don't know if it's the coach, but that hasn't been good enough as far as I'm concerned. But Bangladesh have taken advantage of it. 46 for none. Atali Khan, how you doing?
Pretty good. Now, these two youngsters have batted and opened their batting in the T20 International. This is the 7th time. They haven't been able to get a 50-run partnership, but the way they have batted, I know that you mentioned about Siam bowling a couple of overs, but they've taken full advantage. And once you have that sort of a start, the kind of start that we've seen from both the batters, then you would expect, if not both, but one to bat and bat through their innings. And if that can happen, and surely Bangladesh would be hoping to put runs on the board. 190, 200.
Yeah, they took advantage of it. Samayu went for 19 in his second over. Got paced all over the place. Ashraf then came into the attack and he got hammered in his first over as well. So now it's a matter of Pakistan trying to pull things back a bit while these guys are flying right now. It's a very fine shot. All along the carpet for 4. Beautifully played.
Yeah, with that boundary to 50 partnership, the first time this pair has added 50 or more. That is a lovely shot. He's batted beautifully, aggressively, and proper cricketing shots. You're down the ground, always so pleasing on the eye to see youngster eyeing to hit down the ground. Once again, Imon picks up a boundary.
Strike rate of very close to 190 now, a couple of sixes, and that's his 4th 4. He's dealing largely in boundaries. Very good batting track. Bowlers got to play catch up here for Pakistan. Bottom edge. Looking to drive that on the up. That's an indication of how good this surface is. Coming on nicely to the bat. But they are playing superbly right now. Took advantage. Must have been different bowling, and that 51 unfinished and 35 balls, that's flying. Nice to see them working so well. Looking to go straighter than that. Trying to go down, I think, even actually mid-on region, actually. Lost his shape totally. As it squeezed back on a square. Yeah, it's just letting us know these should be going straighter. Super Asia, Pakistan's leading home appliance brand. We have home appliances from them, Super Asia. Snappers are in. Waltzing across, inside edge onto the pad. He's going to retain the strike. Power play has now been completed. 53 for
গ্রামীণ ফোনের লিমিটলেস প্যাকেজে তো কোনো লিমিট নেই একবার ইন্টারনেট কিনবেন চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে এই
বসুন্ধরা টিস্যু দেশের কোটি মানুষের আস্থার প্রতীক ভোক্তাদের নিরন্তর ভালোবাসা ও আস্থায় টানা সপ্তমবারের মতো বেস্ট টিস্যু পেপার ব্র্যান্ড হিসেবে স্বীকৃতি পেয়েছে বসুন্ধরা টিস্যু
বস বিকাশ বান্ডেল নেন বান্ডেল থাকলে প্রতি সেনমানিতে টাকা বাঁচবে বিকাশ বান্ডেলে যান বান্ডেল বাই চালান
এত টাকা বাঁচবে আজ হারুন হয়ে জিতে গেলাম বিকাশ সেনমানি বান্ডেল কিনে জিতুন প্রতি লেনদেনে
রিয়েল চকলেটের এক্সট্রা থিক কোটিং এ নতুন সল্টেড ক্যারামেল ফ্লেভারে রোবাস্টা রিয়েল চকলেট ম্যাটার্স
এত টেস্টি বিফ কার কাছে শিখলা
এই যে রাধুনী রেডিমিক্স গরুর মাংসের মশলা গরু রান্নায় গুরু হওয়া কোনো ব্যাপারই না
জীবনের গল্প মাঝে বাকি অল্প
জীবন অনিশ্চিত তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন
See what he can do, the captain. So leg side for starters. There's been some connection with the thigh pad, although Tanzid doesn't think there was. A little bit of a wry grin from Chamin Tanzid. He thought that should have been called a wide. Solomon Aliaga is just trying to get a couple of overs under his belt, I think, at this stage. Maybe just the one. I don't know. They've got Debra Ahmed, who's been brilliant. That's wide.
Yeah, both the batters were a part of the under-19 World Cup squad in 2020 when they went on to win the World Cup. Bangladesh beating India. They showed some serious form here tonight.
Oh, that's an edge. Hasn't gone very far. Hassan Ali does nicely. Scamper through for one. A couple of times he's lost his shape.
So both have a good understanding because they opened the batting for Bangladesh in that tournament and also now bringing up the first 50 partnership.
Solid down the ground. They want to keep going. Of course, his run rate is brilliant. They want to stay on that and not let that slip.
Yeah, I can understand where you're coming from, Hazy. You're talking about partnership. I think more importantly is whether Imon or Tanzid can convert these starts to a really big one. Desperately to look to find someone who can play a big innings here for Bangladesh.
It's a real chance. Down the ground this time. Blueprints pretty basic when it comes to T20 cricket. When you're batting, one of the top four has got to get to past the 60 mark. Somewhere around the 80 mark, if not even more, if at all possible. And then a couple of guys thrash towards the end of the innings, then that guarantees a good total. Chance for one of these two blokes, if not both, to really kick on. Bottom edge.
It's been a good over. 8 balls since the last boundary, so it's a pressure now building up. Playing across the line and getting an inside edge.
Going straight, that's the value of that. And it's gone for 6. That's a great way to finish the over. Ends up being 11 from it, 64 for none.
গ্রামীণ ফোনের লিমিটলেস প্যাকেজে তো কোনো লিমিট নেই একবার ইন্টারনেট কিনবেন চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে এই
এখনো তো ঝিরঝির করতেছে
ঝামেলা আসলে আমার লাইনের না বাইরের সহজ সরল মানুষ ভাইয়া জিনজিরা টিভি ধরায় দিতে আমি
দেশের যে কোনো প্রান্তে ঝকঝকে ছবি আর ক্রিস্টাল ক্লিয়ার সাউন্ডের বেস্ট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স পাবেন একমাত্র আকাশ ডিজিটাল টিভিতে
ঈদে জুয়েলারি ক্লোদিং এ বিকাশ পেমেন্টে ডিসকাউন্ট।
অ্যাডভান্সড হাইজিন বডি ওয়াশ যার ব্যাকটেরিয়া সংক্রমণ থেকে 99.99% প্রোটেকশনের পাশাপাশি স্কিন রাখে ময়শ্চারাইজড 72 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত।
ভ্যানিলা আইসক্রিমের সাথে রিচ চকলেট কোটিং এর দুর্দান্ত কম্বিনেশন। পোলার চকোবার মিনি। পোলার আইসক্রিম, মন ভালো থাক।
একনল অ্যাডভান্সড হাইজিন সোপ, এবার জীবাণু ধুলাবালি ঘাম ক্লিন বোল্ড।
বাহ, আরেক রাউন্ড হয়ে যাক।
ঈদের খুশি হোক না আরো বেশি।
Who's in real good form? Abrar Ahmed into the attack. About time. 3 overs by part-time spinners in the first over. First 7 overs, by the way. 2 by Ayub and 1 by Simon Eliaga. 35 runs in those 3 overs. 35.
You know, he's been the pick of the bowlers for Pakistan. 6.75 the economy, and he's picked up 3 wickets in the 2 matches that he has played. So has Shadab, who's picked up 3 wickets for 6.50.
World's first arbitrage crypto exchange. Exchange on. Download the app at exchangeon.io and download the app there. World's first arbitrage crypto exchange. Wrongen.
Now that's the challenge. How do they handle the quality spinners that Pakistan has in this team? We've seen those part-timers. They've taken that full advantage. That's absolutely fine. More importantly, how to handle themselves against the likes of Abrar and Shadab. Both the left-handers looking very comfortable.
That's cracked. That's beautifully cracked. That's a terrific shot for 6. He's just picked that up superbly. Maximum result.
Well, he's a powerful lad. When he hits it, it stays hit. Full of muscles here. Well, look at that, the right leg, clearing it up and making room to free his arms.
Another scholarship. KFC score a scholarship. KFC is awarding higher education scholarships to a deserving student for every 6 hit during this series. Bottom edge, stunning into his foot. Yeah, that was a fine shot. Two balls left, 8 from it so far. A little bit flat at that time. A little bit leg side, just whipped away. The outfield is lightning quick. Can he get there? No.
Now misses the line and he takes full advantage. Onto the leg side. Deft touch, just a little bit flick. Wheeler inside the circle. Did chase, but to no avail. Yeah, nicely played, just tucked it in. Played it finer. Yeah, it was a little bit quicker from Abrar. So good batting.
This is Bangladesh's highest ever opening stand against Pakistan in T20 internationals. Naeem and Tamim in 2020 got 71, so this one now is 76 unfinished. 12 off this over. Abrar's first. That's hit well as well. Oh, and it's gone through. That's an unforced error. That's just gone straight through. That's not going to make the bowler very happy. No, look at that look. He's a bit... 16 from it, 80 for none.
কেউ যদি কোক চানাচুর সিঙ্গারা নিয়ে আসতো।
পছন্দের খাবার সিলেক্ট করো, ডিল নাও কোড অ্যাপ্লাই করো, পেয়ে যাও 125 টাকা ছাড়।
আমিও তো টাকা রাখি কিন্তু আবার উঠেই খাই ফেলাই। তারপর ভিডিও দেখে একটা সেভিংস অ্যাকাউন্ট করে ফেললাম। বিকাশের মাধ্যমেই আমি টাকাটা ব্যাংকে জমাচ্ছি।
বিকাশ অ্যাপে ডিপিএস টাকা জমায় সারা দেশ।
বাহ, আরেক রাউন্ড হয়ে যাক।
ঈদের খুশি হোক না আরো বেশি। আর খুশির আয়োজন মানেই চাষি সুগন্ধি চিনি গুঁড়া চাল।
জীবনের গল্প মাঝে বাকি অল্প।
জীবন অনিশ্চিত, তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন।
রিয়েল চকলেটের এক্সট্রা থিক কোটিং এ নতুন সল্টেড ক্যারামেল ফ্লেভারে রোবাস্টা। রিয়েল চকলেট ম্যাটার্স।
একনল অ্যাডভান্সড হাইজিন সোপ, এবার জীবাণু ধুলাবালি ঘাম ক্লিন বোল্ড।
কার্ড টু বিকাশে প্রথমবার
আছে দারুণ অফার।
They're on track certainly for plus 200, 210 at this stage. Abbas Afridi. Out of that 52, 42 runs and boundaries. Magnificent work.
Looks as such a good player when in this kind of form. That's the one that he put it away, sweeping it and picking up a boundary and picking up his first 50. Yes, he has 100. Bisecting those two fielders. He went to close, but just couldn't pull it back. It has been a brilliant knock from Parvez Hussain Imon.
It's nicely bowled from around the wicket, trying to tuck him up a little bit.
And this has been good batting. You mentioned about the number of boundaries that Bangladesh have already picked, 9 fours and 4 sixes, but also keen to rotate strike. If you look at the way they've handled themselves, they've pushed the fielders back at the edge of the circle. So single is on. Even if you don't pick up a boundary, you can easily pick up a single. This is good, very good.
Short delivery, picked out the man. Fortunately he did, otherwise that would have raced away as well. All seems to be disappearing to all parts right now.
Yeah, missed out. That was certainly an opportunity for Tanzir Hassan to pick up a boundary here. They look a little bit more settled. Remember, a couple of times he's thrown his wicket away. But when you see the other batter from the non-striker, someone like Parvez Hussain Imon, to score runs and score those runs in that manner, it just takes the pressure off, doesn't it? So this is a good combination between these two youngsters.
Oh, that's picked up. Charging. Smack that. Belted it for 6. Effortlessly. That is superb. Absolutely superb.
That is wonderful, wonderful display of batting here. We spoke about Parvez Hussain Imon. What about Tanzir Hassan Tamim? Goes down the wicket, makes some room, and he cracks it away. Cover and mid-off for another 6.
That's the 5th 6. 9 fours and 5 sixes in this innings, and that means 5 scholarships from KFC. You might have heard the call in the middle from these two guys. They communicated midway, coming back for 2. Good running again. Really good work.
Yeah, this is good batting. Even though you're looking to score runs and you want to score runs quickly, he has hit a 6. And then he looks at the field and just tucks it away, putting a little bit more pressure onto the fielders in the deep, and gets a couple of runs. This is very good batting.
Stepped at that run rate, by the way. It's up to 10.2 now. A thought of 2, briefly. Another good over, 11 from it, 91 for none.
বিকাশ বান্ডেল নেন। বান্ডেল থাকলে প্রতি সেনমানিতে টাকা বাঁচবে। বিকাশ বান্ডেলে যান, বান্ডেল বাই চালান।
এত টাকা বাঁচবে? আজ হারুন হয়ে জিতে গেলাম। বিকাশ সেনমানি বান্ডেল কিনে জিতুন প্রতি লেনদেনে।
এখনো তো ঝিরঝির করতেছে।
ঝামেলা আসলে আমার লাইনের না, বাইরের সহজ সরল মানুষ ভাইয়া জিনজিরা টিভি ধরায় দিতে হবে।
দেশের যে কোনো প্রান্তে ঝকঝকে ছবি আর ক্রিস্টাল ক্লিয়ার সাউন্ডের বেস্ট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স পাবেন একমাত্র আকাশ ডিজিটাল টিভিতে।
মেরে মিল্ক সোপার এর মিল্ক লোশন প্রতিবার গোসলের পর আমার ত্বক রাখে নরম ও মসৃণ।
আমিও তো টাকা রাখি, কিন্তু আবার উঠেই খাই ফেলাই। তারপর ভিডিও দেখে একটা সেভিংস অ্যাকাউন্ট করে ফেললাম। বিকাশের মাধ্যমেই আমি টাকাটা ব্যাংকে জমাচ্ছি।
বিকাশ অ্যাপে ডিপিএস টাকা জমায় সারা দেশ।
একনল অ্যাডভান্সড হাইজিন সোপ, এবার জীবাণু ধুলাবালি ঘাম ক্লিন বোল্ড।
তোমার রোস্ট তো সেই।
তাই? আর
এই যে রোস্ট পারফেক্ট ব্লেন্ডের রাঁধুনি রোস্ট মশলা দেয় এমনই স্বাদ, রোস্ট ছাড়া আর কিছু মাথায় থাকবে না।
Kind of form that these two batters have shown so far, they should handle him better this time around.
He's a key player in this game, Shadab Khan. So nice to have quite a few of these sponsors that have been around for a long, long time with the PCB over the years. Here's another one, Inverex Solar Energy, Pakistan's #1 solar brand, trusted for over 15 years. Long-term sponsor. He might have heard the call of two. Was optimistic, I think, because he's got a pretty tidy arm.
They'll probably be looking to rotate strike because he has been successful in the last two T20 internationals against Bangladesh. So you really don't want to see these two batters taking any sort of risk because they're going great at the moment.
Yeah, considering also the collapses they've had in the last two games. Got to make the most of this. Why they're playing so well, and a good surface. Got to really cash in here. M1 54 off 29 has been magnificent. Tanzan's been fairly patient as well. He's provided great support. He's no slouch with his strike rate at 130. And he's cracked that for six. That's a fine stroke. Right out of the screws and superbly caught, sir. Didn't interrupt his phone call at all. Or his celebrations. Well done. Did you get that catch? Did you see that? Did you see that?
Yeah, the first three deliveries were two singles, so they were patient enough to pick up the right length. This was full. And he says, thank you very much. I'm going to put it away for another six here. That is a really good shot. Oh, look at that catch.
What a grab. Catch of the match, I think, that one. Catch of the match. Oh, look, there he goes. He's getting some snaps done as well now. Simple. Look at this. Yeah, still talking as he catches it. Throws it back. Just hang on a sec. I'm just losing my balance. I'll come back to your call shortly. That's beaten the bat. It's been a while. 99 for none. Halfway through.
সাথে থাকলে স্বাদ বাড়ে কোকা কোলা। 2.5 লিটার এখন 99 টাকা ও 2 লিটার 110 টাকা।
Bit of a ticker, bit of a fight back. And no game in international cricket is a dead rubber. So you want to prove a point here. Pakistan, remember, after winning the toss, electing to bowl first, electing to challenge themselves. But what a surface this is turning out to be. In fact, so many matches over the last 5 weeks, 18 matches been played on the square in the last 5, and you can't complain about the quality. It really has been special from this crowd here. The curators have done, the ground staff have done a fabulous job.
Yeah, the pitches in Pakistan have certainly improved. There is no doubt about it. A consistent bounce and pace, which was a miss.
That guy who's waving has been part of the deal for now good 30 years. That's scooped up in the air, and that's taken. It's Abrar who picks up a catch and provides Pakistan with a breather. They needed this desperately. First wicket has gone down.
Now, was there any need for that? He was hitting the ball beautifully down the ground. But he has helped the cause of Pakistani bowlers with that stroke. They were looking desperately for this breakthrough, and it has come through Fahim Ashraf. A comfortable catch for Abrar, another one for him. Now finally the opening partnership has been broken. Tanzim contributing with 42 from 32, 110 for 1.
গ্রামীণ ফোনের লিমিটলেস প্যাকেজে তো কোনো লিমিট নাই। একবার ইন্টারনেট কিনবেন, চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে। এই
এই ঈদে শু অ্যান্ড অ্যাক্সেসরিজে বিকাশ পেমেন্টে ডিসকাউন্ট।
জীবনের গল্প আছে বাকি অল্প।
জীবন অনিশ্চিত, তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন।
কেউ যদি কোক চানাচুর সিঙ্গারা নিয়ে আসতো।
পছন্দের খাবার সিলেক্ট করো, ডিল নাও কোড অ্যাপ্লাই করো, পেয়ে যাও 125 টাকা ছাড়।
ভ্যানিলা আইসক্রিমের সাথে রিচ চকলেট কোটিং এর দুর্দান্ত কম্বিনেশন। পোলার চকোবার মিনি, পোলার আইসক্রিম, মন ভালো থাক।
আমিও তো টাকা রাখি, কিন্তু আবার উঠেই খাই ফেলাই। তারপর ভিডিও দেখে একটা সেভিংস অ্যাকাউন্ট করে ফেললাম। বিকাশের মাধ্যমেই আমি টাকাটা ব্যাংকে জমাচ্ছি।
বিকাশ অ্যাপে ডিপিএস টাকা জমায় সারা দেশ।
একনল অ্যাডভান্সড হাইজিন সোপ, এবার জীবাণু ধুলাবালি ঘাম ক্লিন বোল্ড।
এত টেস্টি বিফ কার কাছে শিখলাম?
এই যে রাধুনী রেডিমিক্স গরুর মাংসের মশলা, গরু রান্নায় গুরু হওয়া কোনো ব্যাপারই না।
Yeah, he may again suffer from moody blues. He saw the fielder, hence attempted that ramp and looked a bit awkward. It was well targeted by Fahim also. He followed the batsman, and in the end it was a very, very good catch and a massive relief.
And also took the pace off. Rolled his wrist, and hence no timing. An easy catch for Abrar.
Yeah, it's been smooth and flowing innings from the left-hander. Iman has been more than impressive. It's 112 for 1.
তো গ্রামীণ ফোনের লিমিটলেস প্যাকেজে তো কোনো লিমিট নাই। একবার ইন্টারনেট কিনবেন, চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে। এই
ভার্সিটিতে যাওয়ার পর থেকেই 2 দিন পর পর ট্যুর। ট্যুরে তো যাবি? হ্যাঁ, এটাই তো বয়স।
মুহূর্তগুলো হোক এমনই মিষ্টি। রাধুনী ফালুদা মিক্স।
এই ঈদে জুয়েলারি ক্লোদিং এ বিকাশ পেমেন্টে ডিসকাউন্ট।
কালার এক্সপার্ট, জর্জ স্যাপ এবং মাইল্ড অন হ্যান্ডস টেকনোলজি সমৃদ্ধ অরিক্স ক্রিস্টাল ওয়াশ আপনার লন্ড্রি এক্সপার্ট।
কার্ড টু বিকাশে প্রথমবার আছে দারুণ অফার।
ম্যাজিক হার্বাল টুথপেস্ট এর শক্তিশালী 14টি হার্বাল উপাদান দূর করে দুর্গন্ধ।
Shadab coming on to bowl. Bowls a wider angle. Googly's been given as a wide. Staying away from the left-hander's reach.
That wasn't a bad idea from Shadab. Pushing the ball away from Pervez, who's been meaning to hit the ball down the ground.
That's gone up in the air. Keeper is calling for it. He takes it quite easily in the end. Imon will be absolutely gutted because he's batting like a dream. And so wicket went down and so has Imon. So 2 strikes for Pakistan in no time gives them now a lot of hope and comfort.
Yeah, you give a ball to Shadab, he'll pick you a wicket somehow. The first googly he attempted was a wide one, but this time around he managed to pick the outside edge and nicely just catched by Harris behind the stumps. Had to peer over his shoulder, but did it nicely. But a good hand from Pervez Amon. 66 from 34.
বিকাশ বান্ডেল নেন, বান্ডেল থাকলে প্রতি সেনমানিতে টাকা বাঁচবে। বিকাশ বান্ডেলে যান, বান্ডেল বাই চালান।
এত টাকা বাঁচবে? আজ হারুন হয়ে জিতে গেলাম। বিকাশ সেনমানি বান্ডেল কিনে জিতুন প্রতি লেনদেনে।
বাবা, তুমি করেছো জমি আর আমি করলাম বাড়ি, এখন থাকবে তোমার নাতি।
বসুন্ধরা সিমেন্টের দৃঢ় গাঁথুনি গড়েছে 3 প্রজন্মের এক ঠিকানা। শক্তির মানদণ্ডে উত্তীর্ণ বসুন্ধরা সিমেন্ট, প্রজন্মের বন্ধন।
ভার্সিটিতে যাওয়ার পর থেকেই 2 দিন পর পর ট্যুর। ট্যুরে তো যাবি? হ্যাঁ, এটাই তো বয়স।
মুহূর্তগুলো হোক এমনই মিষ্টি। রাধুনী ফালুদা মিক্স।
একনল অ্যাডভান্সড হাইজিন সোপ, এবার জীবাণু ধুলাবালি ঘাম ক্লিন বোল্ড।
ম্যাজিক হার্বাল টুথপেস্ট এর শক্তিশালী 14টি হার্বাল উপাদান।
Yeah, once again bowling that wrong gun. Shadab, 2 wrong guns to the left-hander, did the job, staying away from his hitting range, and instead of going through the offside, yeah, he tried to hit it across the line, top edge. Keeper called for it and accepted it quite nicely. Last time Bangladesh were off to a good start as well in the last game, 44 for no loss, and then losing 7 wickets for 33 runs. Just a polite reminder that it can't be repeated again. Well, they showed inability to pick those googlies and flippers from the leg spinner in the previous outing. Now this time around looking to play on the front foot rather than committing themselves on the back foot. It's a very good start from Shadab because he could have been in the firing range as well. You're swept off your feet generally when the going is tough for the bowlers, and so he's come in and he's bowled intelligently and he's picked up a couple of wickets, except for that delivery which was flat and a little bit of width provided to the right hander and makes the fence in no time. It'd be disappointed. Well, this is the peril of over-trying things. Bowled quite a few wrong ons this time around. Look to bowl a top spinner, too wide, too easy for the batter. Another ball on the shorter side is put away for a single. 120 for 2 after 12.
গ্রামীণ ফোনের লিমিটলেস প্যাকেজে তো কোনো লিমিট নাই। একবার ইন্টারনেট কিনবেন, চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে। এই
এখনো তো ঝিরঝির করতেছে।
ঝামেলা আসলে আমার লাইনের না, বাইরের সহজ সরল মানুষ ভাইয়া জিনজিরা টিভি ধরায় দিতে হবে।
দেশের যে কোনো প্রান্তে ঝকঝকে ছবি আর ক্রিস্টাল ক্লিয়ার সাউন্ডের বেস্ট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স পাবেন একমাত্র আকাশ ডিজিটাল টিভিতে।
ম্যাজিক হার্বাল টুথপেস্ট এর শক্তিশালী 14টি হার্বাল উপাদান দূর করে দুর্গন্ধ সৃষ্টিকারী দাঁতের সমস্যা কোনো কৃত্রিম রং ফ্লেভার ছাড়াই।
ইয়েস, চলেন আজকে একটা ম্যাজিক দেখাই।
জীবনের গল্প মাঝে বাকি অল্প।
জীবন অনিশ্চিত, তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন।
কার্ড বিকাশে প্রথমবার
আছে দারুণ অফার।
কালার এক্সপার্ট, জর্জ স্যাপ এবং মাইল্ড অন হ্যান্ডস টেকনোলজি সমৃদ্ধ অরিক্স ক্রিস্টাল ওয়াশ আপনার লন্ড্রি এক্সপার্ট। এত টেস্টি বিফ কার কাছে শিখলা?
এই যে রাধুনী রেডিমিক্স গরুর মাংসের মশলা, গরু রান্নায় গুরু হওয়া।
Oh, that's good enough. That really is a heavyweight shot for 6.
Or was he bothered to read what sort of a delivery Abrar is going to bowl? He just backed away from the stump and flat batted it. Terrific ball striking.
Yeah, great bat speed to go with the execution. Makes room this time. He read the wrong one. A little slower in pace, Abrar.
And that's where Abrar has improved. Every time he's taken for a boundary, the next one he bowls it really slow. And coming of age, Abrar.
And there's always time for the fans to enjoy cricket with Pakistan's own brand, Tapal, at the Tapal Tea Lounge. It's the #1 brand of Pakistan. Tapal Danedar and Thanedar. I'm sure Bangladesh will be looking to get another partnership rolling. It's about a game of partnerships right till the end. So 16 from 9, which is not bad at all. This is good, sensible batting because you can up the pace. It's such a good batting surface that this little quiet period here will not hurt Bangladesh that much.
Yeah, the stage is set for them to breach 200 runs in this innings. And they can afford to play quietly for a couple of overs, making sure that they don't give a sniff of a chance for the Pakistani bowlers to make a comeback into this game.
First ball 6 in singles of the next 4. Something wrong with the backdrop? Yeah, that staircase got to be absolutely clean. Yeah, nicely played. Good footwork, using the crease. He's running hard. Ridha slips. And Litton Das this time makes his ground. Will he growl once again? Expression. He's fine, he's okay. Yeah. 1-3-1.
জীবন অনিশ্চিত, তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন।
অ্যাডভান্সড হাইজিন বডি ওয়াশ যার ব্যাকটেরিয়ার সংক্রমণ থেকে 99.99% প্রোটেকশনের পাশাপাশি স্কিন রাখে ময়শ্চারাইজড 72 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত।
এত টেস্টি বিফ কার কাছে শিখলাম?
এই যে রাধুনী রেডিমিক্স গরুর মাংসের মশলা। গরু রান্নায় গুরু হওয়া কোনো ব্যাপারই না।
কার্ড তো বিকাশে প্রথমবার
আছে দারুণ অফার।
ভ্যানিলা আইসক্রিমের সাথে রিচ চকলেট কোটিং এর দুর্দান্ত কম্বিনেশন। পোলার চকোবার মিনি। পোলার আইসক্রিম, মন ভালো থাক।
May not be full. They're going at 10 and over, so if they continue at this pace, 200 looks like a reality, a possibility.
And both the batters, they possess ability to take the opposition to cleaners. Now both of them are excellent striker of the ball.
Yeah, that's nicely played away in the gap for a couple of runs. Super Soft premium detergent powder. And they say cleans like a dream. Oh, given a wide. Probably a right call because the ball was away from his reach. Really had to go after it to make a connection. Yeah, that fielder, a couple of fielders at point, therefore becomes so important for Shadab because that's his natural trajectory. He's going to be flat, a little wider at times.
Is he setting Liton Das for that googly from outside the off stump?
He read it well, and that's hit for 6. Wonderful strike from the right-hander. He read it early and picked him like he was reading the back of his hand. Sensational 6.
Yeah, hit the ball with all the certainty. Was a wrong on. Read it very early and then good footwork.
Some wonderful strikes tonight from Bangladesh. Playing like a relaxed team. Now that the series lost, maybe it has allowed them a bit of freedom. Draws it away from wide off to long on for a run. He'll keep the strike, and so it's 1-4-2 for 2 after 14.
তো গ্রামীণ ফোনের লিমিটলেস প্যাকেজে তো কোনো লিমিট নাই। একবার ইন্টারনেট কিনবেন, চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে। এই
কেউ যদি কোক চানাচুর সিঙ্গারা নিয়ে আসতো।
পছন্দের খাবার সিলেক্ট করো, ডিল নাও কোড অ্যাপ্লাই করো, পেয়ে যাও 125 টাকা ছাড়।
মেরিল মিল্ক সোপ বার, এর মিল্ক লোশন প্রতিবার গোসলের পর আমার ত্বক রাখে নরম ও মসৃণ।
জীবনের গল্প মাঝে বাকি অল্প।
জীবন অনিশ্চিত, তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন।
আকাশ নিয়ে এলো সুপার ক্যাশব্যাক অফার। 1499 টাকা রিচার্জে 501 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক আর 499 টাকা রিচার্জে 101 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। তো আকাশে জানে টিভি দেখার মানে।
বাহ, আরেক রাউন্ড হয়ে যাক।
ঈদের খুশি হোক না আরো বেশি, আর খুশির আয়োজন মানেই চাষি। চাষি সুগন্ধি চিনি গুঁড়া চাল।
জীবনের গল্প।
Yeah, but it made a fantastic sound.
There's so many times you've seen Fahim Ashraf starting an over with such a delivery. And lucky for him, there was protection at deep mid-wicket boundary.
The Lahore wave is on. Crowd's absolutely into this now. Gets it past the keeper. What you call agricultural shot. Used to be called French shot. I don't know whether it's called a French shot or not.
Whatever you call it, but the result was good for Bangladesh. A boundary.
It used to be called French cut.
I think you have it.
Bit like that shot. What number is this? Yeah, it's Tapalti moment again. Number 1T brand of Pakistan.
Yeah, I can't miss this moment, can you?
Bangladesh have smashed 25 sixes in this series. And this particular innings has been worth watching. A lot of big shots. A slow ball, that's nicely bowled. Undone by a lackluster effort behind the stumps. But the idea is right. He was dead set on of hitting it hard.
Plenty to think for. Pakistani captain Salman Ali Agha. Bangladeshi batsmen are scoring at a good rate.
Yeah, beautifully timed for a run. T20I captaincy demands different kind of skills. Amir, 150 comes up for Bangladesh because you can't do a thing about what is transpiring before you. You know, 4s and 6s, and yet somehow you want to be determined, yet you don't want to be overreactive. A special kind of gutsiness is needed, I guess.
And at the same time, you have to find go-to bowler as well. If the going is tough, you need to have a couple of bowlers you turn to. At the moment, he's just learning the ability of his team.
Yeah, nice ball to finish the over after 15. Bangladesh exactly on 150 for the loss of 2 wickets.
ভাই কি লাগবে কি লাগবে
ওরাল চ্যালেঞ্জ আর করতে হবে না ফার্মেসিতে আমতা আমতা সুখিতে অর্ডার করলে হেলথ অ্যান্ড ওয়েলনেস প্রোডাক্ট চলে আসবে আপনার ঠিকানায় স্বাস্থ্যসেবার সব সমাধান সুখিতে।
বসুন্ধরা টিস্যু দেশের কোটি মানুষের আস্থার প্রতীক। ভোক্তাদের নিরন্তর ভালোবাসা ও আস্থায় টানা ৭ম বারের মতো বেস্ট টিস্যু পেপার ব্র্যান্ড হিসেবে স্বীকৃতি পেয়েছে বসুন্ধরা টিস্যু।
কালার এক্সপার্ট, জর্জ স্যাপ এবং মাইল্ড অন হ্যান্ডস টেকনোলজি সমৃদ্ধ অরিক্স ক্রিস্টাল ওয়াশ আপনার লন্ড্রি এক্সপার্ট।
কার্টু বিকাশে প্রথমবার
আছে দারুণ অফার।
একনল অ্যাডভান্সড হাইজিন সোপ, এবার জীবাণু ধুলাবালি ঘাম ক্লিন বোল্ড। জীবনের গল্প আছে বাকি অল্প।
জীবন অনিশ্চিত, তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন।
অ্যাডভান্সড হাইজিন বডি ওয়াশ যান ব্যাকটেরিয়ার সংক্রমণ থেকে 99.99% প্রোটেকশনের পাশাপাশি স্কিন রাখে ময়শ্চারাইজড 72 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত।
Slow one, just concede the single.
Yeah, this is turning out to be a good partnership here. .38 of 25. Remember, the openers added 110, but then they got themselves dismissed quickly. Both of the openers. I thought the Parvez Hussain Imon was excellent. So was Tanziz Hassan, but Lichun Kumar Dash and Rida are now adding 38. So looking to go and accelerate here because these are the last 5 overs. They've already picked up 9 sixes. That's the most so far in the series for them. But they have quite a few overs left in the bag.
Oh, lovely Yorker. They want 2, but they'll just be a single. So first couple of deliveries, very good from Abbas Afridi.
You know, it's a lovely skill, isn't it? To get it right. Never easy for the bowler under pressure. The way they have batted so far, they look to be in really good touch. Excellent from Abbas Afridi into the block hole.
Another one back off the hand. So it's a very good over so far. Just 3 singles now. Where does Litton Das look to hit?
With the platform set with just 2 wickets lost, you would think every over must go for 10 or more. Now Lytton Das, there's a short third and a short fine in the circle, point also, so behind the wicket the opportunity. Freeman back on the leg side. Yeah, back of the hand, slow one. This is terrific stuff from Abbas Afridi.
It's turning out to be a very good over, dealing in singles.
Vigotel Mobile, official mobile handset partner, introducing new 26.
As a batter, you're looking to create gaps, and if you look at the off-side field, the cover is on the edge of the circle, long off and deep cover point. So there's a bit of a gap between that fielder, between deep cover point and long off. So you can hit over the top of the cover fielder.
Well, drags it leg side, goes quickly down to deep square leg, just a single. So 5 deliveries, 5 singles. Abbas Afridi will want to close the over off without conceding a boundary.
This is very good bowling, not allowing the batters to free their arms, especially on the offside. What does Litun Kumar Das thinking at the moment? 5 singles, score 155 for 2, 8 wickets in hand. Ideally, they would be looking to somewhere around 200 or even more.
There's been just 1 over in this innings where there hasn't been a boundary. Can this be the second? Oh, it is. It's a terrific Yorker. That is excellent defensive bowling skills from Abbas Afridi. Bangladesh 156.
সাথে থাকলে 7 বারে কোকা কোলা। 2.5 লিটার এখন 99 টাকা ও 2 লিটার 110 টাকা।
এখনো তো ঝিরঝির করতেছে।
ঝামেলা আসলে আমার লাইনের না, বাইরের সহজ সরল মানুষ ভাইয়া জিনজিরা টিভি ধরায় দিতে হবে।
দেশের যে কোনো প্রান্তে ঝকঝকে ছবি আর ক্রিস্টাল ক্লিয়ার সাউন্ডের বেস্ট এক্সপেরিয়েন্স পাবেন একমাত্র আকাশ ডিজিটাল টিভিতে।
কার্টু বিকাশে প্রথমবার
আছে দারুণ অফার।
এক নং অ্যাডভান্সড হাইজিন বডি ওয়াশ, যান ব্যাকটেরিয়ার সংক্রমণ থেকে 99.99% প্রোটেকশনের পাশাপাশি স্কিন রাখে ময়শ্চারাইজড 72 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত।
রিয়েল চকলেটের এক্সট্রা থিক কোটিং এ নতুন সল্টেড ক্যারামেল ফ্লেভারে রোবাস্টা। রিয়েল চকলেট ম্যাটার্স।
Hassan Ali. Oh, lovely. This is fabulous bowling. The Yorker first up. And he's chased it all the way down and restricted to 1. No. Nobody's looking. Haris throws. And captain was appreciating the effort from Hassan Ali. In the end, it's all in vain because 2 runs scored.
Yeah, he did really well. We'll be happy. The end result resulting in another single. Have a look at this Yorker. Well bowled. They pick up a single, and he's the one, the bowler himself, going and picking it up and having a shy at the stumps. No backing up. Very good athleticism from Hassan Ali. Last over, only 6 singles, and they start with a couple of runs. 11 balls now since the last boundary. Where does the boundary come? They need a boundary, Bangladesh, to ensure that they get into some sort of a groove here. Pakistan has fought back. Another bit of a discussion in the middle.
I remember a couple of nights ago, Pakistan in their final 5 just got 40. And we were thinking that maybe they'll get to 220, maybe more, but the restriction came at the back end. What Bangladesh don't want is having not a lot of acceleration at the back end. Now, already just 8 runs scored and 7 deliveries bowled in this final 5 overs of the game. So you want acceleration. You've got wickets in hand. You've got plenty of batting to come. But the fact of the matter is that here right now you want boundaries. And Leighton Das gets a boundary. Extra cover. One bounce into the fence.
Yeah, that's the first boundary in 12 deliveries. It comes from the bat of the skipper, Lichun Kumar Das. Yeah, it was wide. They allowed the batter to free his arms. He was waiting for a poor delivery. It is. Just leans into it and slaps it away. One bounce over the fence. Partnership with that boundary, 49.
Bowling tried to do it fancily and missed it completely. Hassan Ali celebrates.
Yeah, look at his celebration after being belted through the covers for a boundary. Lichun Kumar Das tried to be a little bit cheeky, too cheeky, because the ball was on the stump. And you cannot afford to miss it. If you do, then the ball would go on to hit the stump. Just rolling the fingers over. It's a slower delivery and hits the timber. The partnership comes to an end. The skipper, Lichun Kumar Das, has to go. After adding 49 of 33, he departs for 22. Bangladesh 162 for 3.
গ্রামীণ ফোনের লিমিটলেস প্যাকেজে তো কোনো লিমিট নাই। একবার ইন্টারনেট কিনবেন, চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে। এই
বাবা, তুমি করেছো জমি আর আমি করলাম বাড়ি। এখন থাকবে তোমার নাতি।
বসুন্ধরা সিমেন্টের দৃঢ় গাঁথুনি গড়েছে 3 প্রজন্মের এক ঠিকানা। শক্তির মানদণ্ডে উত্তীর্ণ বসুন্ধরা সিমেন্ট, প্রজন্মের বন্ধন।
কেউ যদি কোক চানাচুর সিঙ্গারা নিয়ে আসতো।
পছন্দের খাবার সিলেক্ট করো, ডিল নাও কোড অ্যাপ্লাই করো, পেয়ে যাও 125 টাকা ছাড়।
জীবনের গল্প মাঝে বাকি অল্প।
জীবন অনিশ্চিত, তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন।
ম্যাজিক হার্বাল টুথপেস্ট এর শক্তিশালী 14টি হার্বাল উপাদান দূর করে দুর্গন্ধ সৃষ্টিকারী দাঁতের সমস্যা কোনো কৃত্রিম রং ফ্লেভার ছাড়াই।
ইয়েস, চলেন আজকে একটা ম্যাজিক দেখাই।
কালার এক্সপার্ট, জর্জ স্যাপ এবং মাইল্ড অন হ্যান্ডস টেকনোলজি সমৃদ্ধ অরিক্স ক্রিস্টাল ওয়াশ আপনার লন্ড্রি এক্সপার্ট।
আমিও তো টাকা রাখি কিন্তু আবার উঠেই খাই ফেলাই। তারপর
Hussain, short ball caught up with it and it goes to the fence. The start is perfect because it is a boundary.
The decision was to send him up the order. Usually you would see someone like Jaka really to come and bat at number 5. Last match it was Mehdi Hassan Miraj. They decided to send in a left-hander. And he's picked up a boundary of the first delivery that he faces. It was short. The easy pickings. Put back to ball. Pick up a boundary.
Wicket in the over, but 10 off. 2 deliveries remain. Now what can Shamim do? Round the wicket is Hassan Ali. Made off an extra cover in the circle. Backs away, thumps it away. Past extra cover. Wide open spaces. That is an impressive shot.
He's probably anticipating a short one. Very strong square of the wicket on both sides. They've got some support here also. You see some Bangladesh flags all around. It's a back-to-back boundary. He backs away, makes himself some room and slaps it away on the offside. Didn't bother to run because he knew exactly because it was in the gap. And it races over to the boundary. So 4 more.
Ends the over with the daughters Hassan Ali. After 17 Bangladesh.
ভাই কি হয়েছে আপনার? হাতটা একটু অবশ অবশ লাগতেছে। ভাই এটা তো স্ট্রোকের লক্ষণ।
ভূগোল ডাক্তারের উপর ভর করে আর কতদিন চলবেন? আতঙ্কে দুঃখী না হয়ে সুখীতে গিয়ে ডাক্তারের পরামর্শ নিন।
স্বাস্থ্য সেবার সব সমাধান সুখীতে।
জীবনের গল্প মাঝে বাকি অল্প।
জীবন অনিশ্চিত, তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন।
আমিও তো টাকা রাখি কিন্তু আবার উঠেই খাই ফেলাই। তারপর ভিডিও দেখে একটা সেভিংস অ্যাকাউন্ট করে ফেললাম। বিকাশের মাধ্যমেই আমি টাকাটা ব্যাংকে জমাচ্ছি।
বিকাশ অ্যাপে ডিপিএস টাকা জমায় সারা দেশ।
ভ্যানিলা আইসক্রিমের সাথে রিচ চকলেট কোটিং এর দুর্দান্ত কম্বিনেশন। পোলার চকোবার মিনি। পোলার আইসক্রিম, মন ভালো থাক।
এত টেস্টি বিফ কার কাছে শিখলাম?
এই যে রাধুনী রেডিমিক্স গরুর মাংসের মশলা।
Nicely bowled, slow one.
Already their highest score of the series, but they still have a few overs to bat through. And they'll be eyeing to get across 200 here. Hriday, unbeaten on 24. But they've picking up a good length from the bowlers. Again, fuller Yorker length. Hardly any chance for the batter to put it away. Very good. He conceded only 6 in his previous over.
And again, the slow one working beautifully. Rohit will have to settle for one. This is superb bowling from Abbas Afridi. It's either Yorker or the back of the hand slow one.
And now Shamim Hussain on strike has already picked up a couple of boundaries in the 3 balls that he has faced. And he'll also be eyeing to pick up a few boundaries here. But this is excellent stuff from Abbas Afridi. On the money. Just making sure that he's got the right field set. Long on, long off. And the fielder at wideish cover point comes inside the circle. So now they have 3 inside the circle on the offside.
He tries the reverse and taken. Again pace off. The reverse ramp not working. Harris with the catch.
Not a great shot. We've already seen Lijun Kumar Das trying to play that ramp shot of a slower delivery. Don't think there was any need for Shamim Hussain to attempt to play that shot. Being a left-hander, he wanted to play the reverse, and all he did manage to get some part of the bat, and the keeper does the rest. Full credit to the bowler. Was tying them down. This time around, he picks up the wicket, that of Shamim Hussain. He goes for 8. Bangladesh 171 for 4.
হার্বাল টুথপেস্ট এর শক্তিশালী 14টি হার্বাল উপাদান দূর করে দুর্গন্ধ সৃষ্টিকারী দাঁতের সমস্যা কোনো কৃত্রিম রং ফ্লেভার ছাড়াই।
ইয়েস, চলেন আজকে একটা ম্যাজিক দেখাই।
এখনো তো ঝিরঝির করতেছে।
ঝামেলা আসলে আমার লাইনের না, বাইরের সহজ সরল মানুষ ভাইয়া জিনজিরা টিভি ধরায় দিতে হবে।
দেশের যে কোনো প্রান্তে ঝকঝকে ছবি আর ক্রিস্টাল ক্লিয়ার সাউন্ডের বেস্ট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স পাবেন একমাত্র আকাশ ডিজিটাল টিভিতে।
এত টেস্টি বিফ কার কাছে শিখলাম?
এই যে রাধুনী রেডিমিক্স গরুর মাংসের মশলা। গরু রান্নায় গুরু হওয়া কোনো ব্যাপারই না।
জীবনের গল্প মাঝে বাকি অল্প।
জীবন অনিশ্চিত, তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন।
কালার এক্সপার্ট জর্জ
Dabs that away from a single. This is very impressive bowling at the back end from Abbas Afridi. Another slower delivery into the pitch. And he was trying to reverse slap it. The edge, and the ball just carried to the keeper Harris with a decent catch. But it is the changes of pace and the length that Abbas Afridi is providing and making sure that they're dancing in the aisles. As the Yorker whipped away straight to the man. Saim Ayub takes it at deep mid-wicket. Abbas Afridi strikes again.
Yeah, what a spell he's having. Outstanding from Abbas Afridi. Knowing that the batters were looking to score quickly. Pulled it back in his previous over, and this time around not one, but this time he picks up his 2nd wicket in the same over. Fuller flicks it away straight into the hands at deep mid wicket. Hriday has to go. Another wicket falls to win this over. Gone for 25. Bangladesh 172 for 5.
তো গ্রামীণ ফোনের লিমিটলেস প্যাকেজে তো কোনো লিমিট নাই। একবার ইন্টারনেট কিনবেন চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে। এই
এরকম শাড়ি আমি কখনো পরি?
এই নাও মা।
তাতে কি এখন থেকে পরবো?
মুহূর্তগুলো হোক এমনই মিষ্টি। রাঁধুনি ক্ষীর ও ফিরনি মিক্স।
কালার এক্সপার্ট, জার্জ স্যাপ এবং মাইল্ড অন হ্যান্ডস টেকনোলজি সমৃদ্ধ অরিক্স ক্রিস্টাল
Mirage walks across. Will not be a wide. A good decision, but this is a excellent over from Abbas Afridi. Just conceding 2 and picking up 2 wickets. The 18th over. 172 for 5.
মিল্ক সোপার এর মিল্ক লোশন প্রতিবার গোসলের পর আমার ত্বক রাখে নরম ও মসৃণ। এখনো তো ঝিরঝির করতেছে।
ঝামেলা আসলে আমার লাইনের না, বাইরের সহজ সরল মানুষ ভাইয়া জিনজিরা টিভি ধরায় দিতে আমি।
দেশের যে কোনো প্রান্তে ঝকঝকে ছবি আর ক্রিস্টাল ক্লিয়ার সাউন্ডের বেস্ট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স পাবেন একমাত্র আকাশ ডিজিটাল টিভিতে।
একনল অ্যাডভান্সড হাইজিন সোপ, এবার জীবাণু ধুলাবালি ঘাম ক্লিন বোল্ড।
কেউ যদি কোক চানাচুর সিঙ্গারা নিয়ে আসতো।
পছন্দের খাবার সিলেক্ট করো, ডিল নাও কোড অ্যাপ্লাই করো, পেয়ে যাও 125 টাকা ছাড়।
ভ্যানিলা আইসক্রিমের সাথে রিচ চকলেট কোটিং এর দুর্দান্ত কম্বিনেশন। পোলার চকোবার মিনি, পোলার আইসক্রিম, মন ভালো থাক।
In the next 3 overs, they only managed to score 22. The problem is they've lost 3 wickets. So Pakistan has really pulled it back, especially in the last 3 overs. Abbas Afridi has been outstanding.
Oh, drilled back. That was hammered back. Maybe it was a chance. But Fahim Ashraf probably saved runs more than anything because it was hit so hard back at him.
Just have a look at this length. Again, Fuller. But he got into a really good position because bat's deep in his crease. And he struck really hard straight back to the bowler. Could not hold on to it. He might have just hurt himself. It was his left hand.
Yeah, was hit very hard, extremely hard. Pakistan, like Bangladesh the other day, who fought back in the final 5 overs. Bangladesh has conceded 40. Pakistan right now in the final 5-over phase have been excellent. They really pegged Bangladesh back. Now it'll take some special hitting to get to 200. Tinkering with the field, Salman Ali Agha now gets man out on the offside, mid-off in the circle, so the chance to hit straight, maybe over extra cover. It's it down the ground.
The batter's not getting the elevation.
Moved across, absolutely hammered it. So, yes, Fahim Ashraf got his hands to it, but it was always going to burst through because of the fact that it was hit so hard. Every delivery, there's a little discussion what the plan is. Field stays the same. Well, slight change. Long off drops back to the fence. Point brought in. Tries to get it down to third. Just be the single. This is good. Pakistan will accept this.
Yeah, they'll be more than happy because they haven't conceded a boundary in the last 10 deliveries that they have bowled. That's how they've pulled this back. Drying up the runs, drying up the boundaries and applying pressure. And by doing so, they've also managed to pick up a couple of wickets. It's been absolutely brilliant. Initially it was Abbas Afridi, and now even Fahim Ashraf bowling in the right areas.
It's it down the ground, enough elevation, yes. Flat, long, and 6.
Finally, he nails it. Jakar Ali. Took them some time to pick up a boundary. Well, that's what he usually does. He goes across the line, goes deep, and then plays with the length. He flays it away. That is a cracking shot.
Yeah, wonderful hit. He was looking for that. The previous couple of deliveries was Jakar Ali. Now there's another discussion. Already this is Bangladesh's highest ever total against Pakistan in T20 eyes. But they'll be eyeing more. They'll be eyeing something over 200. Try to get to 200 or as close as. Jakar Ali. Full toss. Gets it over mid-off. Boundary. A 6 and a 4.
Yeah, he's a clean hitter of the cricket ball. If it's in the zone, he hardly misses out. Jakar Ali smashed the previous one for a 6. This time around the mid-off fielder, so he was eyeing it. Again, a slower delivery. It turns out to be a low full toss. All he had to do is hit it over the top of the infield, and he picks up another boundary. So with that boundary, 12 in this over.
The 7 legal deliveries remain. Into the pitch. Does well as Fahim Ashraf. But an expensive over 12 off.
সাথে থাকলে 7 বারে কোকা কোলা। পনে 2 লিটার এখন 99 টাকা ও 2 লিটার 110 টাকা।
কালার এক্সপার্ট, জর্জ স্যাপ এবং মাইল্ড অন হ্যান্ডস টেকনোলজি সমৃদ্ধ অরিক্স ক্রিস্টাল ওয়াশ আপনার লন্ড্রি এক্সপার্ট।
এই ঈদে জুয়েলারি ক্লোদিং এ বিকাশ পেমেন্টে ডিসকাউন্ট।
তোমার রোস্ট তো সেই।
তাই আর
এই যে রোস্ট পারফেক্ট ব্লেন্ডের রাঁধুনি রোস্ট মশলা দেয় এমনই স্বাদ, রোস্ট ছাড়া আর কিছু মাথায় থাকবে না।
তোমার রোস্ট তো সেই।
তাই আর
এই যে
And taken. Hassan Nawaz made good ground. And Hassan Ali's pace-off delivery works.
It's the last over, and Medis and Miraj will be disappointed. Just couldn't connect it nicely. Hassan Ali, the very first delivery of this over, the last over, forces the batter to hit it in the air. Just couldn't find the gap. Probably just on the bottom part of the bat. It's a pretty decent catch. He had to run a long way to his left, Hassan Nawaz, and takes it very nicely indeed. So Medius and Miraj departs for 1. It's 6 down for 184.
Oh, brilliant Yorker. First delivery, the slow one, second delivery, Yorker. So this is a fabulous start to the 20th over from Hassan Ali. Yeah, complete pace off, so he had to create his own pace. And that's why I didn't get the distance. It's a very good catch because he traveled a long way, ran the distance, but made sure his head was still and comfortable when he got underneath the ball. Good catch from Hassan Nawaz. First ball wicket, second ball just a single. Pakistan have been good in these final overs. I just want to get that field positioning absolutely sorted. There's now a little change. The square leg being brought to cover, an extra cover, so maybe Hassan Ali will go wide outside off. Zakir Ali moves across, full toss. Not a great connection, just a single. No ball given. Full toss deemed over waist tight, so a free hit.
They've got to find a way to pick up a boundary here of this free hit. I'm still having a bit of a chat with the umpire, Hassan Ali. Just above the waist, that's what he was indicating, the umpire.
Quite tight, but he was quite upright when he hit that, so deemed a no ball, a free hit, a chance for Tanzim. Oh, thumped away leg side, he gets the gap and gets the distance as well. Free hit, deposited over the rope.
And that is a very good hit. Remember, he picked up his first T20 International 50 in the previous game, batting at number 9. This time around, a free hit, and Bangladesh desperately looking for a boundary, and he's smashed it away for the maximum. Full toss down the leg side, easy picking.
Yeah, they needed that. Bangladesh need a couple of more hits. They're 193 now. Goes wide and it's thumped straight down the ground. Just be the single. A hit away from 200, Bangladesh.
He misses out. Was eyeing to hit down the ground and clear the field. Nice scores by number 9 batters. There you go, Tanzim Hassan Saqib. That's the last T20 international. He's right at the top of the list, coming at number 9 and picking up a 50.
A swing and a miss. The slow one outside off stump working. So it's down to the final delivery. Can Bangladesh get to 200? And Zakir Ali hit one out of the park. It is a decent score, 194, but we've seen the previous 2 games, even the final, get 201. Bangladesh done well with the bat, but can they end with a flourish? Goes wide again, dragged it leg side. They want the second. Will they get the second? Yes, they will. So 2 runs to end the innings. 196 in the end. Bangladesh, the last 5 overs, got 46. Pakistan bowled well at the end, but Bangladesh, having been put into bat, and the series that they've had, they'd be satisfied with their way that their batting has performed.
Yeah, batting wise, definitely they'll be happy, but they'll be hoping that they can go and defend this. 196 in the end. They'll be hoping that the bowlers can do the job. Look at those last 5 overs, just 46 runs. Problem is they lost wickets, quite a few. 4 wickets in the last 5 overs. In the end, just could not cross over. He scored 200 or even more. In the huddle, but Bangladesh in the end will still be quite pleased to score 196 after the end of the 20th over. Thanks to that wonderful opening partnership between Imon and Tanzid Hassan Tamim, when they added 110 in 10.4 overs, set the tone.
Hassan Ali was satisfied with his work with the ball. Pakistan wanted to bowl first, wanted to test themselves with a chase. But the pitch is very good. Lahore pitch has been very good this season. And plenty of runs to be scored. Zainab has a special guest with her.
What a great innings by Pervez Imon. Started off really well, that opening partnership, making the most of the power play. Tell us a little about your batting plan.
We are just batting according to the situation, so we can do it every over. We are targeting for a boundary, so we can do.
All right, you also got 100 versus UAE coming into this series. Did that give you a lot of confidence just in terms of getting some form?
Yeah, obviously, first two match I didn't get run. So today my plan is very normal, so I can.
What about the conditions then? What did you make of these conditions? There was some talk that maybe perhaps it's been slightly on the slower side. What did you make of it?
Yeah, a nice wicket to bat on, but this wicket is a bit slower than previous one.
All right, thoughts on the total then?
Inshallah, we can defend it.
All right, thank you so much and all the best.
Yeah, thank you.
Now Bangladesh put into bat the opening partnership, Tanzid 42, Imon 66. Contributions by Lyndon Das and Hidroy. And they ended up, in the end, got 196 for 6. The Pakistani bowlers found it difficult up top with that partnership of 110. Lyndon Das and Hidroy 49, Raz Jakar Ali and Tanzim added 12. Of just 6 deliveries. 9 extras in that. And the bowling. Hassan Ali 2 for 38. But Abbas Afridi was the star of the show. Just 26 runs conceded and 2 wickets for him. 7 bowlers used for Pakistan, and they made sure that Bangladesh couldn't get to 200. 196 for 6. So Pakistan, to win the series 3-0, they need 197, and that run chase we'll see after this short break.
জাতিগতভাবে আমাদের প্রেম হলো ফুটবলের সাথে, কিন্তু বিয়ে হয়ে গেছে ক্রিকেটের সাথে।
বাংলাদেশ ফিরছে শিকড়ে, ফুটবল ফিরছে নিড়ে। দিন শেষে তো ফিরতে হয় ওই ঘরেই, অন্তরের টানে, অন্তরের খেলা। এবার একটা নতুন পরীক্ষা, একটা ফুটবল ম্যাচ, না মোর দ্যান আ ম্যাচ।
ফুটবল প্রেমী জনগণের মধ্যে যেই উন্মাদনা, আকাঙ্ক্ষা এবং উচ্ছ্বাস তৈরি হয়েছে, বাংলাদেশ জাতীয় দল তা ধরে রাখতে পারবে।
AFC এশিয়ান কাপ কোয়ালিফায়ার্স বাংলাদেশ সিঙ্গাপুর 10 জুন সন্ধ্যা 7টা, লাইভ অন টি স্পোর্টস অ্যান্ড টি স্পোর্টস ডিজিটাল। Brought to you by Techno.
Before the ultimate test,
Join us for a day with the legends.
Who will be crowned World Test Champions?
The two captains leading their teams into the World Test Championship final will give their thoughts on this epic clash.
That's a brilliant moment in this ultimate test.
Greats of the game will then become immortalized as 7 new inductees will enter the ICC Hall of Fame.
One of the greatest in cricket history.
Join us on the 9th of June for A Day with the Legends.
Welcome to the cricket show.
What a win!
নিউজিল্যান্ডকে কাঁদিয়ে ভারতের ট্রফি জয়।
নাইম শেখ 176 রান ইনিংস খেললেন, বিপিএল এ ভালো খেলেছেন।
ওই 4 ছক্কার ওই ধুন্ধুমার লড়াইটা কিন্তু দর্শকদের আসলে বিপিএল এর প্রতি এবার টেনেছে।
টেস্ট ক্রিকেটে উইকেট কিপার ব্যাটসম্যানদের মধ্যে একমাত্র মুশফিকেরই 2টা ডাবল সেঞ্চুরি আছে।
টেস্ট শ্রেষ্ঠত্বের লড়াই, কার হাতে উঠবে মুকুট? 9 দেশের 68 ম্যাচ ঠেকেছে এক ফাইনালে। লর্ডসে অস্ট্রেলিয়া আর সাউথ আফ্রিকার ফাইনাল ব্যাটল। ডিফেন্ডিং চ্যাম্পিয়ন অজি নাকি প্রোটিয়াসের ফার্স্ট। 11 জুন থেকে 15 জুন লর্ডসের ফাইনাল সরাসরি টি স্পোর্টস নেটওয়ার্কে।
A very impressive batting performance from Bangladesh in this. KFC presents Bengal Flower T20I series, 30-20I. Pakistan need 197 runs off 120 balls, and it's going to really test them right till the end. 110 runs opening stand. Set it up so well for Bangladesh. 11 sixes in the innings. Imon scoring 66 of 34 balls. Tanzid scored 42 of 32. And this, by the way, is Bangladesh's highest total versus Pakistan in all T20Is. There were a few fumbles, but bowling generally was off target, put away for plenty by the onslaught that we saw from most Bangladeshi frontline attackers. 53 runs in the power play without a wicket loss. Shadab came on to bowl. He picked up a couple of wickets, and in the end, Pakistan had to fight tooth and nail to make sure that Bangladesh do not get over 200. I've got Athar Ali Khan here with me. Athar Ali, this really dented Bangladesh in a way, this catch and this shot, because otherwise they were eyeing more than 200.
Yeah, absolutely, because when you have that opening partnership of more than 100, you'd expect some fireworks in the day. Right at the end, in the last 5 overs, they struggled. Yes, Hassan Ali was on target, so was the other seamers. Abbas Afridi, I thought, they really changed the game in that over when he picked up not 1, but 2 wickets in that fashion. They only conceded 46 in the last 5 and lost 4 wickets. Pakistan were brilliant. Yes, there was a drop chance, but it was a very difficult one. Jaka really tried his best, picked up a few boundaries. We'll just have to wait and see whether 196 is good enough. Mehdi Sinaraj departing in that fashion. I thought Pakistan were brilliant in the last 5. Yes, Tanzid Hassan Tamim picked up a 6 off a free hit. And it'll be interesting to see how they go about their job with the ball. They might have just felt in the dressing room that perhaps 15-20 runs short because of that kind of start Bangladesh had with that opening partnership and both the openers getting out quickly.
Well, they have a very, very solid chance here of rolling over Pakistan. 197 runs out of choice. Pakistan, after winning the toss, electing to field just to test their resolve and skills with the ball up front. And they used 7 different bowlers in the first 10 overs. And obviously didn't work because Bangladesh almost got 60 in the first 6. That's a clear forward run now for Bangladesh. They've got runs on the board, so from captaincy point of view, from execution point of view, it becomes a lot easier for Bangladesh now to dissect the situation and put it right. Saim Ayub has been woefully out of touch, finding new ways of getting out. Sahibzada Farhan was so impressive in that last game. Clubbed the ball beautifully. What was impressive was his temperament and the carefree attitude with which he batted, making yet another comeback. Sahibzada Farhan given his due by wonderful performances in the PSL tournament. Maybe he needs to improve or take his batting just a notch up against the shorter ball, the bouncer. But otherwise, he looks rock solid. Saim Ayub has got class. He's a 3-format player. Not only a 3-dimensional hitter, but a 3-format player. He's that good from technical, from temperament point of view.
He hasn't got going, Saim Ayub. It's going to be Medias and Miraj. 14 wickets in the 31 matches that he has played. He's picked up before. Remember, he created chances. Sahibzada was dropped in his very first over, and then going on to score 70-odd, taking it away from Bangladesh. They've got to start well. There will be a bit of a pressure on these openers, because the required run rate is just touching 10 runs in an over, right from the word go.
Belt up, the run chase is on. He likes this shot, particularly against spin. He uses the crease and plays against the spin. Very good at picking up the length early. And completely at home, facing spin up front with the new ball. And that's the other value that he gives to the side. Oh, a little bit of confusion there. The ball is not going to turn a lot, so you'd be better off playing the line.
Yeah, he started well here, Medias and Miraj. He's a clever bowler. He went for 38, but he did create chances. Did not get the support from the fielders.
Yeah, there's that positive intent, and he's off the mark, exposing the stumps. Completely at home doing that. Takes a lot of courage doing that, because at times you don't know how far away you are from the stumps in relation to the stumps. Focus on Saim Ayub now. They need him in this powerful run chase. Oh, what a beginning! What a strike! Announcing himself in no uncertain terms. This is massive. What a great start. What a great six.
Yeah, North and 4 in the last 2 innings that he has played for Pakistan. Well, this time around, the first ball that he faces, he's thumbed that away into the stands, and that is a big shot, really big one. Just a little bit full. It's such a good batting pitch, and the batters will always back them up to play if it even on the up.
Well, they make it comfortably in the air. At times you find your mojo, you find your touch by hitting out of difficulty. This was a smash. What a hit that is. We've seen a great catch already. That has bounced off somebody's hand. That's gone up in the air. This could be out. This is out. Rishad Hussain takes a very, very good catch. By the rope he was. And it's Farhan, Sahibzada Farhan, who's been dismissed, looking for a big hoik, big six. Not to be tonight.
Yeah, the in-form batter departs in the very first over. We spoke about how good he is, especially in the first couple of overs, Medias and Miraj. So he goes there for that slot sweep, doesn't connect in the air. And nicely taken in the deep by Rishad Hussain. Just have a bit of a look. He was okay. That is a sensational start and a very good one from Madison Miraj. He goes for one. Pakistan loses their first wicket. It's 8 for 1.
গ্রামীণ ফোনের লিমিটলেস প্যাকেজে তো কোনো লিমিট নাই। একবার ইন্টারনেট কিনবেন চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে। এই
বস বিকাশ বান্ডেল নেন। বান্ডেল থাকলে প্রতি সেনমানিতে টাকা বাঁচবে। বিকাশ বান্ডেলে যান, বান্ডেল বাই চালান।
এত টাকা বাঁচবে? আজ হারুন হয়ে জিতে গেলাম। বিকাশ সেনমানি বান্ডেল কিনে জিতুন প্রতি লেনদেনে।
তোমার রোস্ট তো সেই।
তাই? আর
এই যে রোস্ট পারফেক্ট ব্লেন্ডের রাঁধুনি রোস্ট মশলা দেয় এমনই স্বাদ। রোস্ট ছাড়া আর কিছু মাথায় থাকবে না।
একনল অ্যাডভান্সড হাইজিন সোপ, এবার জীবাণু ধুলাবালি ঘাম ক্লিন বোল্ড।
রিয়েল চকলেটের এক্সট্রা থিক কোটিং এ নতুন সল্টেড ক্যারামেল ফ্লেভারে রোবাস্টা। রিয়েল চকলেট ম্যাটার্স।
Sabzada Farhan just following his instincts. He was massively successful in the last game by hitting such shots. This time, probably just a little too early, taking his eyes off the ball and didn't connect in the middle of the blade. A little bit of spin also. And what a good catch. Precious catch, getting rid of a form player. Yeah, and looking at the ball and being very, very careful where he was in terms of the rope. That's guided into the fence. That is such a good shot and a great beginning. Earlier we saw Saim Ayub deposit one for a massive 6, his first ball of the innings. And Haris here milking that length and finding the gap.
Even though there's a fielder at the third, but he plays it late, deft touch, opening the face of the bat. And just away from that fielder in the slips and also the fielder at third area. Beautiful touch from Haris.
Oh, that is smashed. One bounce into the fence. That's how he bats. On the day, a match winner, an entertainer. And if he gets cracking, this could be a possibility for Pakistan to win this contest.
You're playing that into the vacant areas, hitting it on the up. Not a half volley by any means, but still good enough. Backing themselves up on the surface, trusting the bounce and flaying it away on the onside. Now there's a fielder in the same direction. Well, they'll have a bit of a chat here. 28 wickets so far for Hassan Mahmood. They're still waiting for the ball to come back.
Pace of the ball is going to be key here against Haris because he absolutely is certain that he's going to hit everything out of the park. Dead set on hitting the ball aggressively. So what do? You take the pace off and may get a good response in your favor. By taking the pace off, you make the timing of the batter a bit off. There's that slow ball.
I think what they did, the Pakistan bowlers, especially in the death, in the last 5 overs, not only they bowled the slower deliveries, but they were also very good with the Yorkers. So it's important for the bowlers from Bangladesh to realize that if you can get it right, it might just trouble the batter. It's such a good pitch to bat on. We're still going on with the slip in place. And 53 in the power play for Bangladesh.
Yeah, plays it with soft hands, picks up a single. Gerot, official styling partner. a fabulous job. This is a huge crowd, probably the biggest crowd ever in T20 internationals in Pakistan. Over 30,000 people, easily over 30,000 people. 34,000 is the capacity. Just about 34,000. Slow ball put away into the gap. Sam Ayub has got to be just a little bit aware of taking those
ভাই কি হয়েছে আপনার
হাতটা একটু অবশ অবশ লাগতেছে
ভাই এটা তো স্ট্রোকের লক্ষণ
ভূগোল ডাক্তারের উপর ভর করে আর কতদিন চলবেন? আতঙ্কে দুঃখী নয়, সুখীতে গিয়ে ডাক্তারের পরামর্শ নিন।
স্বাস্থ্য সেবার সব সমাধান সুখীতে।
এত টেস্টি বিফ কার কাছে শিখলা?
এই যে রাধুনী রেডিমিক্স গরুর মাংসের মশলা। গরু রান্নায় গুরু হওয়া কোনো ব্যাপারই না।
জীবনের গল্প মাঝে বাকি অল্প।
জীবন অনিশ্চিত, তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন।
ম্যাজিক হার্বাল টুথপেস্ট এর শক্তিশালী 14টি হার্বাল উপাদান দূর করে দুর্গন্ধ সৃষ্টিকারী দাঁতের সমস্যা কোনো কৃত্রিম রং ফ্লেভার ছাড়াই।
ইয়েস, চলেন আজকে একটা ম্যাজিক দেখাই।
কালার এক্সপার্ট জর্জ স্যাপ এবং
year or so, but now that's convincing. That is really good shot into the gap. One bounce over the rope for 4 is not going to let up. The pressure will be exerted by the right-hander here. Harris on 14 from just 5.
Yeah, there were shouts of catch it, but it went into the gap. And a little bit too short. We wanted to put it into the stands. But in the end, no problems because that's gone one bounce over to the fence, away from that fielder at deep mid-wicket. Now he comes into picture.
Yeah, sweep shot played away. I think there's only a single. This time there's a loud no from Harris.
It does help if you can pick up a boundary of the very first delivery of a new over. Less pressure, they'll be eyeing to pick a boundary, but if they don't, they can still manage to score 7 or 8 easily. Now the left-hander on strike. Mohammad Harris already have 15 of just 6 deliveries. Beg your pardon, Saim Ayub on strike.
Time for a selfie, maybe. Crowd selfie moment with Vigotel's smartphone. Smiling faces, it's a full house. A lot of flags. A lot of goodwill for Pakistan cricket and for Bangladesh team as well. Round the stumps and almost beats him. He was advancing before the ball was even bowled. It's a round the stumps angle to just keep him honest through the offside rather than him hitting the ball away towards mid-wicket. And that's the idea, to just float it across. That makes room, smashes it, and it's well fielded, well done, only a single.
He's a clever bowler, Madison Miraj. We saw him coming down the wickets. He bowled a little bit wider. He's come back nicely here after conceding a boundary of his very first delivery of this over. He's just given away 3 runs. He needs to finish off nicely here and ensure that he does not concede a boundary of the last ball of this over. A few more changes in the field. The long off fielder now inside the circle.
What a day to perform in front of a full house here at Lahore. There's vibe, there's buzz, it's terrific atmosphere. Not a bad over after being hit for a 4 of the first ball. He does well, Miraz. 1 for 16 of his 2, it's 28 for 1.
গ্রামীণ ফোনের লিমিটলেস প্যাকেজে তো কোনো লিমিট নাই। একবার ইন্টারনেট কিনবেন, চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে। এই
আমিও তো টাকা রাখি কিন্তু আবার উঠেই খাই ফেলাই, তারপর ভিডিও দেখে একটা সেভিংস অ্যাকাউন্ট করে ফেললাম। বিকাশের মাধ্যমেই আমি টাকাটা ব্যাংকে জমাচ্ছি।
বিকাশ অ্যাপে ডিপিএস, টাকা জমায় সারা দেশ।
জীবনের গল্প আছে বাকি অল্প।
জীবন অনিশ্চিত, তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন।
কালার এক্সপার্ট, জর্জ স্যাপ এবং মাইল্ড অন হ্যান্ডস টেকনোলজি সমৃদ্ধ অরিক্স ক্রিস্টাল ওয়াশ আপনার লন্ড্রি এক্সপার্ট।
ভ্যানিলা আইসক্রিমের সাথে রিচ চকলেট কোটিং এর দুর্দান্ত কম্বিনেশন। পোলার চকোবার মিনি, পোলার আইসক্রিম, মন ভালো থাক।
বাহ, আরেক রাউন্ড হয়ে যাক।
ঈদের খুশি হোক না আরো বেশি, আর খুশির আয়োজন মানেই চাষি চাষি সুগন্ধি চিনি গুঁড়া চাল।
Khalid Ahmed on debut, 74 matches, 94 wickets. Seems to be a wicket taker. 3 times he's picked up 4. 32 years old. Starts off with a dot.
Yeah, he was impressive in the Bangladesh Premier League in the last edition, where he picked up 20 wickets. He's played a test for Bangladesh from Sylhet. 16 test matches for him. Big day, really good. A day to remember for him, getting his cap from Nafis Iqbal.
Bill Simmons, the West Indian hitter, is the coach of Bangladesh cricket team. Mushtaq Ahmed is in there as well. He's the bowling coach, spin bowling coach. There he is. Not only a spin bowling coach, but a mentor as well. Terrific guy to have in the dugout. Super soft, cleans like a dream. Premium detergent powder.
This is a good start from Khalid Ahmed. Bowling in the right areas, no loosener there. And he needs to continue to bowl in that fashion. Just the 3 deliveries and only considered a single. Back to offside field.
Oh, very close thing. Extremely close thing. Got nothing from the keeper. The umpire didn't give it out as well. Narrow escape. And what a good over this is. What a good beginning from Khalid on debut.
Yeah, there's no one in the third area, the short third. So he's trying to guide it away, trying to find that gap. Doesn't connect, and it's so close to the outside part of the bat, rather inside part of the bat. He started well here on debut, on target. Khalid Ahmed.
Hitting the length well. There's a bit of consistency. No nervousness. He's off to a very good start here. That's hit crisply for 4. Pick up shot. Anything on middle and leg, it's got to travel. And he doesn't miss his out as well. That's the value that he gives to the team, Haris. When the ball is in his zone, it goes.
A little bit too full and onto the pads. And picks the length very quickly. Just a little bit too full. And he puts that away for a boundary. And he was good in the first 4 deliveries. On and around about the off-stump line.
Required over 10, 10.14. Doesn't seem to have a lot of pace, so he's got to back himself on line and length and show good discipline and show bit of determination as well. He'll be tested out here. Out there, in fact. Harris and Siam both very aggressive hitters. That's a wrong line. That's gone. Travel all the way for 6. What a beautiful pickup shot. Last ball deposited over the fence. And Harris is making it look very, very easy. He's off to a great start here. 26 of 11. Pakistan 39 for 1.
তো গ্রামীণ ফোনের লিমিটলেস প্যাকেজে তো কোনো লিমিট নাই। একবার ইন্টারনেট কিনবেন চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে। এই
বাবা, তুমি করেছো জমি আর আমি করলাম বাড়ি। এখন থাকবে তোমার নাতি।
বসুন্ধরা সিমেন্টের দৃঢ় গাঁথুনি গড়েছে 3 প্রজন্মের এক ঠিকানা। শক্তির মানদণ্ডে উত্তীর্ণ বসুন্ধরা সিমেন্ট, প্রজন্মের বন্ধন।
এই ঈদে জুয়েলারি ক্লোদিং এ বিকাশ পেমেন্টে ডিসকাউন্ট।
তোমার রোস্ট তো সেই।
তাই? আর
এই যে রোস্ট পারফেক্ট ব্লেন্ডের রাঁধুনি রোস্ট মশলা দেয় এমনই স্বাদ, রোস্ট ছাড়া আর কিছু মাথায় থাকবে না।
Eknol advanced hygiene.
Round the stumps to Siam, who misses the ball. Slackened the pace, deceived him. That's good thinking. So it's official here. 29,893. It's 30,000 crowd. If we include our broadcasting crew, it becomes 34,500. That's 4. Well tried, but that ball wins the race. Once again on the shorter side, the length has got to be better, the direction has got to be better as well.
You cannot afford to err in line and length, especially on this kind of a surface where the ball is nicely coming onto the bat. The bounce has been very good. Again, too easy. Whips it away. Shami Hussain tried desperately but just could not pull it back. So 4 more.
Problem is that if a batting side picks up rhythm, then stopping them becomes an issue for any bowling side, except maybe 1 or 2 in world cricket. Reining in opposition when they have the rhythm is a tough gig. And so the best way out of this for Bangladesh is to pick up a wicket. Siam slowly gaining form and gaining a bit of confidence. The more time he spends at the crease, the better he will shape up. The old saying, you get better when you spend time at the crease. And so if you're out of touch, out of rhythm, you've got to spend time at the crease, irrespective whether it's T20 or not. But he opens the innings, so he's got plenty of overs left to perform. If he bats right till the end, Pakistan should win this. He's that kind of a batsman. I think the interesting bit about that shot was the way he moved just before the ball was bowled to him. The back leg was twisting a little bit, maybe giving bowler an idea that he's going to play the ramp shot.
Yeah, not a bad delivery from Hassan Mahmood. He's conceding a single, a lot more fuller, and perhaps into the block hole. That's what he's trying to do here. That was a bit of a trigger movement, but look at that length.
That's gone. That's the 6. It deserved that hit. Saim Ayub is timing them well, and it's not good bowling. You've got to say Hassan has got to improve. He's got to bowl within the stumps. That is a half tracker on the pads, and Saim Ayub is not going to really miss out on those. He'll feast on them.
It's too easy. Too easy for the left-hander. Just too short. Asking to be hit. And he obliges. Again. Goes on for the maximum.
KFC score a scholarship. KFC is awarding higher education scholarships to deserving students. A very good initiative, and it's another good over for Pakistan. They've raced 50 in just 5 overs. 52 for 1.
তো গ্রামীণ ফোনের লিমিটলেস প্যাকেজে তো কোনো লিমিট নাই। একবার ইন্টারনেট কিনবেন চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে। এই
এখনো তো ঝিরঝির করতেছে।
ঝামেলা শুধু আমার লাইনের না, বাইরের সহজ সরল মানুষ ভাইয়া জিনজিরা টিভি ধরায় দিতে পারি।
দেশের যে কোনো প্রান্তে ঝকঝকে ছবি আর ক্রিস্টাল ক্লিয়ার সাউন্ডের বেস্ট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স পাবেন একমাত্র আকাশ ডিজিটাল টিভিতে।
কার্টু বিকাশে প্রথমবার
আছে দারুণ অফার। একনল অ্যাডভান্সড হাইজিন সোপ, এবার জীবাণু ধুলাবালি ঘাম ক্লিন বোল্ড।
জীবনের গল্প মাঝে বাকি অল্প।
জীবন অনিশ্চিত, তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন।
Eknol Advanced Hygiene Body Wash. John back
is outstanding. Khalud again, a little bit leg side. He was optimistic with a bit of a shout. I know Ramiz was talking a lot about this crowd. I agree. I think it's just been outstanding. Just magnificent to see. We had really good crowds for games 1 and 2 and nearly sold out today. It's outstanding stuff to see. Because Pakistan are 2-0 up on the series and looking for a clean sweep here. They've got to play well to get that clean sweep from here. But it just goes to show also the support that comes out when a team's playing well.
Yeah, it's great to see Pakistani cricket fans yet again connected with the Pakistani side who are doing so well of late. Batters are batting beautifully, bowlers are doing the job, and the most refreshing part, fielding has picked up.
Just easing that away. Oh, it's nicely fielded. Good work. Try to work it fine, did Harris. Still got a lot of work to do. They've got 9 wickets in hand. Bangladesh were outstanding with their batting. Nearly got to the 200 mark. I agree. There was talk of about 10-15 runs shy of where they perhaps should have been. Personally, I think they were about 5 runs short, because it would have been unbelievable, I think, to get 201 4 knocks in a row at this ground, including the final of the PSL.
Yeah, as a bowler, you need to be on top of your game to be able to tame the batters. Such a good surface this.
Bottom edge on the bounce. He does nicely, Lytton Das. Now they're aiming for 60-plus runs again in this power play. It's quite amazing. It only happened twice in 71 knocks between 2020 and 2023. It's happened 6 times in 31 knocks, 24-25. So they're playing aggressive, entertaining cricket. They want to play smart cricket as well. And these power plays are so important. If you play really well in the power plays, like Bangladesh did in the first innings, like Pakistan did in the first innings of each of the first 2 games, really puts you on the happy road to success. Just you can just see with the taping that's on Lytton Das's hand there how much problems he has right now. There's bandages everywhere, and they've always got something that's cracked or sometimes broken. They still play. Pakistan, by the way, scored 67 runs in the power play last match.
Have you ever seen a wicketkeeper without a finger injury?
I've never seen a keeper with a straight finger, got to tell you.
You mean cricket fingers?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, they've always come into a season really, and they look after them so well for a couple of weeks or a month or so before the season starts. And there's not too much of a break these days, of course, with franchise cricket as well. Look after their hands so well, and they come into the first international, if you like, and bang, straight on that finger, and then trouble again, back to square one. I haven't been forgotten. Don't worry about that. They're in the plans. Coach made that quite clear before the series got underway.
Yeah, I don't know who's getting fattened to be slaughtered.
Hopefully none. On both counts.
And again. No rest for the wicket. That was very close.
Now, Super Asia, Pakistan's leading home appliances brand. Terrific sponsor to have on board again, Super Asia. The reaction from Lytton Das made me think that maybe that was fairly close. He was the one that was shying the stumps, and he was quite exasperated that he didn't disturb the furniture. Let's have a look and see how close it was. I think he would have just made it. A big desperate dive in, sliding the bat as well. That was on a bit of an angle as it was sliding. I guess you lose a little bit of control when you're doing that. And rest. Two balls left in this over. One thing that Mohammad Haris is doing today, as opposed to what he did 2 days ago, is he's looking to play a lot in front of the stumps. Not playing those cheeky shots, those ramps.
Yeah, good to see him evolving as a batter. He has to bring a different dimension to his batting. And he's looking to do so, looking to score those singles. All goes well.
I also think he scores quickly enough when he plays normal shots, normal cricket shots, without having to do those little dinky shots behind square all the time, offside and leg side. Bottom edge onto the pad, dot ball to finish. So only 4 runs off that over. That's top stuff. End of the power play, 56 for 1.
তো গ্রামীণ ফোনের লিমিটলেস প্যাকেজে তো কোনো লিমিট নেই। একবার ইন্টারনেট কিনবেন, চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে। এই
বস বিকাশ বান্ডেল নেন। বান্ডেল থাকলে প্রতি সেনমানিতে টাকা বাঁচবে। বিকাশ বান্ডেলে যান, বান্ডেল বাই চালান।
এত টাকা বাঁচবে? আজ হারুন হয়ে জিতে গেলাম। বিকাশ সেনমানি বান্ডেল কিনে জিতুন প্রতি লেনদেনে।
অ্যাডভান্সড হাইজিন বডি ওয়াশ যার ব্যাকটেরিয়ার সংক্রমণ থেকে 99.99% প্রোটেকশনের পাশাপাশি স্কিন রাখে ময়শ্চারাইজড 72 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত।
কেউ যদি কোক চানাচুর সিঙ্গারা নিয়ে আসতো।
পছন্দের খাবার সিলেক্ট করো, ডিল নাও কোড অ্যাপ্লাই করো, পেয়ে যাও 125 টাকা ছাড়।
বসুন্ধরা টিস্যু দেশের কোটি মানুষের আস্থার প্রতীক। ভোক্তাদের নিরন্তর ভালোবাসা ও আস্থায় টানা 7ম বারের মতো বেস্ট টিস্যু পেপার ব্র্যান্ড হিসেবে স্বীকৃতি পেয়েছে বসুন্ধরা টিস্যু।
একনল অ্যাডভান্সড হাইজিন সোপ, এবার জীবাণু ধুলাবালি ঘাম ক্লিন বোল্ড।
Tanzim now into the attack. Crunch that down to long on.
Yeah, Tanzim in this series has gone for plenty of runs. And this is the ideal time for him to redeem himself. He's a wicket-taking option without any doubt. But to be able to meet success on a surface like this, he has to be committed with his thinking, with every ball he bowls.
He is a very important component in the bowling lineup for Bangladesh. 2 wickets, 2 for 36, tidy enough in that second one, and pretty good also in the first, in 3 overs. Crack! That's out of the screws. Pick the bones out of that one. That's gone for 6. That's a terrific shot. Superb stuff from Ayub.
50 partnership with that 6. Oh, as a bowler, if you err with your line of length, Sam Ayub has the ability to take a big chunk out of you.
And it's another scholarship, KFC scholarships. Each time a player hits a 6, KFC awards a scholarship to a deserving student via the KFC scholarship program. What a nice program that is from KFC. I wonder if they're prepared to dip in with 2 scholarships with that hit being so good. We'll come back to you on that.
Food for thought.
Terms and conditions apply, of course. Well, that's a nice response too. Nice and tight at the body from the bowler, and open the blade for a single.
That was too short. Asking to be hit. And Syme did not falter. Gave everything behind that stroke. Kept going into the crowd.
And another crowd catch. Bounced off one guy and the second guy picked it up. So we've seen some really good catching today. No better catching than the guy that took the catch while he was on his phone. That was outstanding work in the first innings, towards the end of the first innings. Brilliant. Oh, that's come back a little bit. Past the inside edge.
Excellent wicket keeping. That one was dying on Captain Lytton Das, but good footwork and timely dive allowed him to gather that one cleanly.
It's nicely bowled. Now, he hasn't got all of that. Might be in trouble. No, he's okay. On the bounce. Hadray scampers in. So in the last over, we had that catch in the crowd. It was the second guy who took the catch, didn't touch the turf. But what about this catch? The catch of the match, this one. Magnificent catch. On his phone, talking away, sticks out the one hand, continues talking, says, hang on a sec, I'll just get the ball back, and then I'll continue the catch again. Brilliant grab.
What do you call it? Multitasking?
Very skillful. As is that as well. Did nicely. Mahmood.
7 done, 66 for 1.
তো গ্রামীণ ফোনের লিমিটলেস প্যাকেজে তো কোনো লিমিট নাই। একবার ইন্টারনেট কিনবেন, চলতে থাকবে, চলতে থাকবে, চলতে থাকবে। এই
ভার্সিটিতে যাওয়ার পর থেকে 2 দিন পর পর ট্যুর।
ট্যুরে তো যাবি। হ্যাঁ, এটাই তো বয়স।
মুহূর্তগুলো হোক এমনই মিষ্টি। রাধুনী ফালুদা মিক্স।
এই ঈদে শু অ্যান্ড অ্যাক্সেসরিজে বিকাশ পেমেন্টে ডিসকাউন্ট।
মেরে মিল্ক সোপার এর মিল্ক লোশন প্রতিবার গোসলের পর আমার ত্বক রাখে নরম ও মসৃণ।
জীবনের গল্প আছে বাকি অল্প।
জীবন অনিশ্চিত, তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন।
একনল অ্যাডভান্সড হাইজিন সোপ, এবার জীবাণু ধুলাবালি ঘাম ক্লিন বোল্ড। কেউ যদি কোক চানাচুর সিঙ্গারা নিয়ে আসতো।
পছন্দের খাবার সিলেক্ট করো, ডিল নাও।
Rashad into the attack. He was expensive in the first one. Got a bit of tap in the second as well. Would bowl better. He's a very key bowler for them. First time this track's been used is today. Sweeper into play, who does so well. It's going to save one. I think the umpires might want another look at that, but I think it's going to be okay, I think.
What commitment. And to cover a lot of area to be able to stop that one. Brilliant. Well, 10 out of 10 for the effort.
Yeah, didn't quite get it away from that advertising triangle in time. So that's a boundary off the second ball of the over. That puts pressure on the leg spinner. Similar area, but not having a scramble this time.
Yeah, if Bangladesh are to do well in this game, Rashad, the wrist spinner, has to do well here. He has to pick up a couple of wickets, ideally break this partnership, which is getting threatening at the moment.
Things are buzzing in the crowd, buzzing the middle two of these players. We're going to have a tight game on the go here. Just one down, halfway through the 8th over. Oh, that's a bit of a freebie. And that's been hammered. Hammered for half a dozen. Oh, full intentions hit that over the right for 6.
You cannot bowl these guys out of hope. You need to be on the money. And these two have the ability to score runs of good deliveries. And that was a long hop. What was he thinking?
I think that boundary off this second ball of the over couldn't quite stop it going into that advertising triangle. Put pressure on him, and that's gone for 6. Now 11 with 2 balls to go in this over. Oh, it's another long hop as he hit it straight down his throat. Oh, it's almost a very good catch. Flung out the left hand as he was diving, almost grabbed it. Mirage it was. Man was born into the 11 in the second game.
Yeah, almost pulled it off. Almost. Isn't he happy?
Who's he supporting?
Make a wild guess.
Didn't have to do anything silly with that last ball. Lots of runs off the other 5. 78 for 1.
ভাই কি লাগবে কি লাগবে
আর করতে হবে না ফার্মেসিতে আমতা আমতা সুখিতে অর্ডার করলেই হেলথ অ্যান্ড ওয়েলনেস প্রোডাক্ট চলে আসবে আপনার ঠিকানায় স্বাস্থ্যসেবার সব সমাধান সুখিতে।
কেউ যদি কোক চানাচুর সিঙ্গারা নিয়ে আসতো।
পছন্দের খাবার সিলেক্ট করো, ডিল নাও কোড অ্যাপ্লাই করো, পেয়ে যাও 125 টাকা ছাড়।
এই ঈদে শু অ্যান্ড অ্যাক্সেসরিজে বিকাশ পেমেন্টে ডিসকাউন্ট।
রিয়েল চকলেটের এক্সট্রা থিক কোটিং এ নতুন সল্টেড ক্যারামেল ফ্লেভারে।
8 plays 80 in this game to advance nice and early. Tashamem, who picked up some wickets in the first game. Bit of a part-timer.
And for the first delivery, came out of the crease so early and still managed that stroke.
Said wickets, only 1 in the first game. Backing away. Through the bowler. Just the one. Helter Skelter in the middle, runs left, right and centre, but it's pretty calm, I think, in the Tapal Tea Lounge. Yep, there it is. Time for the fans to enjoy a cup with Pakistan's own brand, Tapal, the Tapal Tea Lounge. #1 tea brand of Pakistan. Very relaxing there. He'll be feeling a bit tense. His first 3 balls have been good, Shamim. Need to go at 10 and over, and they've got 9 wickets in hand, Pakistan. Slightly short, not that short, slightly short and slammed into the crowd. Top shot that.
To bring this innings down from mayhem, they have to bowl in the right areas. And such a true surface this. If you're slightly short, you'll be punished. And yet another 6.
So how does Shamim respond now? Pretty well, actually. But he wasn't prepared to give all too much air, but his length was tidy.
And these two batters keeping abreast of each other. Haris 41 from 22 and Sam Ayub 45 from 27.
Just the single. 11 off that over. 9 gone, 89 for 1.
গ্রামীণ ফোনের লিমিটলেস প্যাকেজে তো কোনো লিমিট নাই। একবার ইন্টারনেট কিনবেন চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে। এই
সাথে থাকলে 7 বারে কোকা কোলা। 2.5 লিটার এখন 99 টাকা ও 2 লিটার 110 টাকা।
আমিও তো টাকা রাখি কিন্তু আবার উঠেই খাই ফেলাই। তারপর ভিডিও দেখে একটা সেভিংস অ্যাকাউন্ট করে ফেললাম। বিকাশের মাধ্যমেই আমি টাকাটা ব্যাংকে জমাচ্ছি।
বিকাশ অ্যাপে ডিপিএস টাকা জমায় সারা দেশ।
রিয়েল চকলেটের এক্সট্রা থিক কোটিং এ নতুন সল্টেড ক্যারামেল ফ্লেভারে রোবাস্টা। রিয়েল চকলেট ম্যাটার্স।
Mere milk soap bar. In milk lotion.
This was slow and low. Offered a lot to the spinners.
That's picked up. First ball, the over, into the crowd. Great shots. Terrific start to the over.
No reprieve, none whatsoever for the bowlers. The margin of error is minimal. As a batter, you can trust the pace and the bounce of the pitch, and you can express yourself. And these two batters have done so.
48 now for Mohammad Harris of 24, strike rate of 200. It's his highest score in T20 internationals. It's a really fine player. I think he's going to beat that by a long way. Many times the way he plays. Opened the blade beautifully and timed it superbly. Has he got it all the way? Yeah, he has. That's a magnificent shot. It's not one of the blasts into the crowd, but it's a magnificent shot. Well timed.
Yeah, got his 50. Mohammad Harris. Very well compiled 50 from him. First T20I 50 for Mohammad Harris.
Yeah, it's a top knock this. 25 balls only. More work to be done though. Sure, that's the way he's going to be thinking.
Yeah, opened the blade of the bat at the last moment to get that placement. And the ball kept going. 100 on the board as well.
Only 4 dots in this innings by Mohammad Harris. It's pretty impressive stuff, only 4 dots. Already they got 11 off half the over. Straight to the man, no run there, well fielded. Must have stung a bit.
You're right. It's going to sting and ring for a little while. Another crooked finger.
It's always better to get that checked out if he's concerned about it. Yeah, just a little bit of claret. With Bank Alfala's 1,100 plus branches, you can open your current account from your nearest branch and enjoy various free services and earn Orbit rewards by maintaining or growing your balance. Back live now. Now, has he got it straight down the throat of the fielder? I think he has. Oh, that's disappointing. And that expression tells us all the story.
Looks like he bowled a slow one into the pitch. And hence there was no timing for Saim Ayub on that occasion. Managed to hit the ball straight to the fielder. We didn't have to do much to get rid of Saim Ayub.
He was trying to hit a little bit squarer. Perhaps he was. I think it seemed to be not that high on the bat. But straight down Tanz's throat. pretty much. It's the end of the partnership, which is worth 92. It's the end of a very good knock from Sam Ayub. 45 off 29. Pakistan now 100 for 2.
তো গ্রামীণ ফোনের লিমিটলেস প্যাকেজে তো কোনো লিমিট নাই। একবার ইন্টারনেট কিনবেন চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে চলতে থাকবে। এই
কেউ যদি কোক চানাচুর সিঙ্গারা নিয়ে আসতো।
পছন্দের খাবার সিলেক্ট করো, ডিল নাও কোড অ্যাপ্লাই করো, পেয়ে যাও 125 টাকা ছাড়।
মেরিল মিল্ক সোপ বার, এর মিল্ক লোশন প্রতিবার গোসলের পর আমার ত্বক রাখে নরম ও মসৃণ।
এই ঈদে জুয়েলারি ক্লোদিং এ বিকাশ পেমেন্টে ডিসকাউন্ট।
কালার এক্সপার্ট, জর্জ স্যাপ এবং মাইল্ড অন হ্যান্ডস টেকনোলজি সমৃদ্ধ অরিক্স ক্রিস্টাল ওয়াশ আপনার লন্ড্রি এক্সপার্ট।
ম্যাজিক হার্বাল টুথপেস্ট।
Nawaz. And he's got it away nice and fine. First up, first ball for 4. He's a real talent, this guy. 15 off the over, 10 overs done, halfway mark, 104 for 2 it is. Let's see if he just opens that blade a fraction. Yeah, he does. Just opens it just a little bit, just enough. We're seeing the ball like a football at the moment, the way he's played over the last few weeks. Superb player.
কত ঝিরঝির করতেছে।
ঝামেলা আসলে আমার লাইনের না, বাইরের সহজ সরল মানুষ পায়া জিনজিরা টিভি ধরায় দিতে পারি।
দেশের যে কোনো প্রান্তে ঝকঝকে ছবি আর ক্রিস্টাল ক্লিয়ার সাউন্ডের বেস্ট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স পাবেন একমাত্র আকাশ ডিজিটাল টিভিতে।
অ্যাডভান্সড হাইজিন বডি ওয়াশ যান ব্যাকটেরিয়ার সংক্রমণ থেকে 99.99% প্রোটেকশনের পাশাপাশি স্কিন রাখে ময়শ্চারাইজড 72 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত।
ম্যাজিক হার্বাল টুথপেস্ট এর শক্তিশালী 14টি হার্বাল উপাদান দূর করে দুর্গন্ধ সৃষ্টিকারী দাঁতের সমস্যা কোনো কৃত্রিম রং ফ্লেভার ছাড়াই।
ইয়েস, চলেন আজকে একটা ম্যাজিক দেখাই।
Oh, that's hit hard. Once again, shorter length. He's got to pitch the ball up. And with that bowling action, the pace with which he bowls, it at times becomes a bit of a test. This was the wicket. Saim Ayub looking for a massive 6 once again. It went flat, it went hard. And nicely accepted. Broke few hearts because he was shaping up so nicely, Saim Ayub, and good to see him get some form back. Hassan Nawaz in the middle order has been such a huge success. So many things he's done well. Game awareness, when to hit a 4-6, when to rotate the strike. There he goes, effortlessly puts it away for 6. What a strike that is. That is such a beautiful shot. Caressed it. No power, just beautiful hands through the ball.
That is elite. That is high-class batting. He just got to the pitch, just angled the bat slightly, hits through the line, and easy as you like, over the rope.
Beautifully balanced when he was hitting that shot. And that's one thing that he's done so well. After a couple of big shots, he's tried to rotate the strike and remain at the crease. Introducing new 26 official mobile handset partner Vigo Tel. That's over the cover fielder for a single. If he's going to bowl that length, it has to be between the wickets. Otherwise, it'll be width provided. And that's just not good enough because Bangladesh need more wickets, need to exert more pressure. Need consistency from the leggy. Puts it away into the gap, and the running has been excellent. Very good communication between the two runners. 11 done, 115 for 2.
জান, তুমি ডাক্তার দেখাও না কেন? হাসপাতাল তো অনেক দূরে। সুখী থাকতে তুমি হাসপাতালে যাবা কেন?
হাসপাতাল এখন আপনার হাতের মুঠোয়। দেশের যে কোনো প্রান্ত থেকে সুখী অ্যাপে গিয়ে অথবা কল করে ডাক্তারের পরামর্শ নিন।
রিয়েল চকলেটের এক্সট্রা থিক কোটিংয়ে নতুন সল্টেড ক্যারামেল ফ্লেভারে রোবাস্টা রিয়েল চকলেট ম্যাটার্স।
এত টেস্টি বিফ কার কাছে শিখলাম?
এই যে রাধুনী রেডিমিক্স গরুর মাংসের মশলা, গরু রান্নায় গুরু হওয়া কোনো ব্যাপারই না।
কালার এক্সপার্ট জর্জ স্যাপ এবং মাইল্ড অন হ্যান্ডস টেকনোলজি সমৃদ্ধ অরিক্স ক্রিস্টাল ওয়াশ আপনার লন্ড্রি এক্সপার্ট।
জীবন অনিশ্চিত, তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন।
এত টেস্টি বিফ কার কাছে শিখলাম?
এই যে রাধুনী রেডিমিক্স গরুর মাংসের মশলা, গরু রান্নায় গুরু হওয়া কোনো ব্যাপারই না।
Again lending the voice. They've been vibrant. They've been absolutely engaged and involved in this contest. Yeah, cheeky and a great hit for 6. It's hit the cushions on the full, I think. He plays that shot so well.
Yeah, Harris plays high-risk cricket all the time. The modern-day T20 batter. That's why he's been able to walk across and just lift it, almost scoop it away. Has it carried all the way? Yes. So that'll be deemed 6.
Got to admire the ease with which he hits those shots. Yeah, it's a 6, went flat, a scoop. Very powerful through that point area and that square leg area. Are not needed. Bangladesh need to be just a little bit more smarter in the field.
Yeah, the aggressive batting for Pakistan. That has meant that now required rate is well within reach. This is that ramp shot, very early into position. And wash it on to the bat, carried all the way. Structure of Pakistan's side is now to be aggressive with the bat from ball number 1 to 120.
Such games give you confidence to experiment, to expand your range. And we've seen that now from Harris. He needs to finish the job, needs to go right till the end. Exchange on, world's first arbitrage crypto exchange. Download the app and make some money. He puts it up away from the fielder at mid-off. That's nicely stopped. It appeared for a second that he was deceived by that delivery. Didn't really catch it in the middle of the bat, but good enough really to miss that fielder at mid-off.
It was pace off, but the good thing that he was hitting straight and hitting over the top. Deep fielder was that long gone. As I think, yeah, maybe he's done well in releasing the ball.
He's had a wonderful 1 month, Hassan Nawaz. 421 runs, average of 140, strike rate of 188, 32 sixes. So when you are looking for an entertainer and looking for entertainment, he is box office for you, Hassan Nawaz. I think he's done well. Safely done. He was an opener, and since last 1 month he's been batting in the middle order, and he's been a massive success, a great success for Pakistan. 421 runs at a strike rate of 188. Hardly seems to miss the ball when he's trying to airlift it. Excellent fielder. Gives you 100% in the field. Yeah, 32 sixes in last 8 innings. It's been a little boring tonight. Hassan Nawaz just has hit 1 6 so far. But just 7 balls faced. Right, mid-off's field has been pushed back to long off. Last ball of the over, he milks a single. 12 done, 1-2-7 for 2.
জীবন অনিশ্চিত, তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন।
ভ্যানিলা আইসক্রিমের সাথে রিচ চকলেট কোটিং এর দুর্দান্ত কম্বিনেশন। পোলার চকোবার মিনি। পোলার আইসক্রিম, মন ভালো থাক।
এত টেস্টি বিফ কার কাছে শিখলা?
এই যে রাধুনী রেডিমিক্স গরুর মাংসের মশলা। গরু রান্নায় গুরু হওয়া কোনো ব্যাপারই না।
আমিও তো টাকা রাখি, কিন্তু আবার উঠেই খাই ফেলাই। তারপর ভিডিও দেখে একটা সেভিংস অ্যাকাউন্ট করে ফেললাম। বিকাশের মাধ্যমেই আমি টাকাটা ব্যাংকে জমাচ্ছি।
বিকাশ অ্যাপে ডিপিএস টাকা জমায় সারা দেশ।
কালার এক্সপার্ট, জর্জ স্যাপ এবং মাইল্ড অন হ্যান্ডস টেকনোলজি সমৃদ্ধ অরিক্স ক্রিস্টাল ওয়াশ আপনার লন্ড্রি এক্সপার্ট।
কেউ যদি কোক চানাচুর সিঙ্গারা নিয়ে আসতো।
পছন্দের খাবার সিলেক্ট করো, ডিল নাও কোড অ্যাপ্লাই করো, পেয়ে যাও 125 টাকা ছাড়।
ম্যাজিক হার্বাল টুথপেস্ট এর শক্তিশালী 14টি হার্বাল উপাদান দূর করে দুর্গন্ধ সৃষ্টিকারী দাঁতের সমস্যা কোনো কৃত্রিম রং ফ্লেভার ছাড়াই।
ইয়েস, চলেন আজকে একটা ম্যাজিক দেখাই।
And it should be game 1 and game over for Bangladesh. Haris, on the other hand, is batting at a rate of over 200. Miraz coming on to bowl. That's a nice delivery. Is looking for spin back into the stumps. It stayed the course, that delivery.
You know, very rarely do you see this. Hassan Nawaz not really a batter against spin who misses length.
Yeah, that's gone up in the air. Now we're talking his second 6 of the innings. Completely at home, at ease when he's lifting the ball. And the beauty about his 6 hitting is that usually he gets them over long off and long on area.
The ability to hit big against spin is what has made him such a difficult batter in the middle order.
Goes big again, goes straight again. It's a 4. Massive hitting down the ground. Loving this, absolutely loving this from Hassan Nawaz, and a much improved hitter. You compare his exploits in the first series against New Zealand to where he is. It's chalk and cheese.
And the required rate now down to 8. And once it's in his zone, he doesn't hold back.
Now that's gone up in the air. This will take some catching. It's a high ball, it's a sky ball. It's taken beautifully. Rishad with a great catch. Dismissing dangerous Hassan Nawaz. He was shaping up so well. It's Miraz who's had the better of Hassan Nawaz. And a rare miss from the right-hander. Normally he deposits them over the rope. This time he misses one and is dismissed.
Yeah, around the wicket, the angle across, the ball just carrying on with the arm. Not a lot of spin. That's why the connection, not great. But it's a good catch. And really high in the night sky. Difficult to judge the depth. But Rishad Hussain did it perfectly. A little bit of relief for Bangladesh. Hassan Nawaz out for 26 of just 13. Pakistan 137 for 3.
তুমি করেছো জমি আর আমি করলাম বাড়ি, এখন থাকবে তোমার নাতি।
বসুন্ধরা সিমেন্টের দৃঢ় গাঁথুনি গড়েছে 3 প্রজন্মের এক ঠিকানা। শক্তির মানদণ্ডে উত্তীর্ণ বসুন্ধরা সিমেন্ট, প্রজন্মের বন্ধন।
এই ঈদে শু অ্যান্ড অ্যাক্সেসরিজে বিকাশ পেমেন্টে ডিসকাউন্ট।
জীবনের গল্প আছে বাকি অল্প।
জীবন অনিশ্চিত, তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন।
আকাশ নিয়ে এলো সুপার ক্যাশব্যাক অফার। 1499 টাকা রিচার্জে 501 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক আর 499 টাকা রিচার্জে 101 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। তো আকাশে জানে টিভি দেখার মানে।
কালার এক্সপার্ট জর্জ স্যাপ এবং মাইল্ড অন।
Oh, chance, almost a cotton ball chance there. Once again, a little rushed. Pakistani batsman from round the stumps angle. A very good over comes to an end because he got rid of.
এক্সপার্ট জর্জ স্যাপ এবং মাইল্ড অন হ্যান্ডস টেকনোলজি সমৃদ্ধ অরিক্স ক্রিস্টাল ওয়াশ আপনার লন্ড্রি এক্সপার্ট।
রিয়েল চকলেটের এক্সট্রা থিক কোটিং এ নতুন সল্টেড ক্যারামেল ফ্লেভারে রোবাস্টা রিয়েল চকলেট ম্যাটার্স।
জীবনের গল্প আছে বাকি অল্প।
জীবন অনিশ্চিত, তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন।
কার্টু বিকাশে প্রথমবার আছে দারুণ অফার।
এত টেস্টি বিফ কার কাছে শিখলাম?
এই যে রাধুনী রেডিমিক্স গরুর মাংসের মশলা, গরু রান্নায় গুরু হওয়া কোনো ব্যাপারই না।
কেউ যদি কোক চানাচুর সিঙ্গারা নিয়ে আসতো।
পছন্দের খাবার সিলেক্ট করো, ডিল নাও কোড অ্যাপ্লাই করো, পেয়ে যাও 125 টাকা ছাড়।
জীবনের গল্প আছে বাকি অল্প।
জীবন অনিশ্চিত।
That's nicely played. Misfield will allow him to come back for 2. Pakistan have won 18 out of 21 T20Is against Bangladesh, so they hold a massive, huge advantage against them. But this is what Pakistan wanted, to test their skills after winning the toss and deciding to bowl first, and how strong they are in a run chase situation. How do they play the tough moments?
At the moment seems under control. 57 or 40 deliveries. Most wins for Pakistan against an opponent. Bangladesh 21 games, 18 victories. Probably the best percentage as well with Zimbabwe. 18 victories and 3 losses. Even it's good against West Indies. But if you want 8.552 the over, still 6 overs after this, it should be under control.
Yeah, time for the fans to enjoy cricket with Pakistan's own brand. Danedar, Thanedar, Tapalti moment. Pakistan's #1 tea brand.
What Bangladesh want is wickets. They want Haris and they want a couple more to get back in the game.
Oh, what a shot that is. Great connection, great bat speed. Absolutely world-class hit this, because it happened in a jiffy. In about half a second, we got a great result from his blade. In position, yeah, just flexing his muscle, is not finished yet. Haris into the 70s.
He's such a dangerous T20 batter. Moves on to 73. He's got the 360 game and can hurt you any part of the field.
There's the pull shot. He plays the short ball so well. 11 runs in the over so far. 1 ball left. Salman Ali Agha can be calm out there. Oh, once again, beaten. Earlier we saw an outside edge from him. End of the over.
সাথে থাকলে 7 বারে কোকা কোলা 2.5 লিটার এখন 99 টাকা ও 2 লিটার 110 টাকা। বস বিকাশ বান্ডেল নেন। বান্ডেল থাকলে প্রতি সেনমানিতে টাকা বাঁচবে। বিকাশ বান্ডেলে যান, বান্ডেল বাই চালান।
এত টাকা বাঁচবে? আজ হারুন হয়ে জিতে গেলাম। বিকাশ সেনমানি বান্ডেল কিনে জিতুন প্রতি লেনদেনে।
জীবনের গল্প আছে বাকি অল্প।
জীবন অনিশ্চিত, তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন।
কার্ড বিকাশে প্রথমবার আছে দারুণ অফার।
এখনো তো ঝিরঝির করতেছে।
ঝামেলা আসলে আমার লাইনের না, বাইরের সহজ সরল।
Will that make it? Yes, that will go and hit the fence. It's a boundary, and he's not going to stop here. Haris has got the form, he's got the big shots. 150 is raised in 14.1.
Yeah, racing along, and not a great delivery, but he made room and made sure that he hit the gap. This is fabulous batting. This is batting that you won in T20 cricket. 78 of 36, striking at 216.
That's gone up in the air. It's a straight hit, and well backed. Absolutely well backed, because the invader missed the ball. Once again hitting the ball straight and beaten. Hassan was beaten, but it was Khalid and Ridha combination, in fact. Haris has got a lot of promise. He's got so much talent to show and showcase. We know that with the way he bats, he will be at times a bit inconsistent, but on the day, he's your match winner for sure. Yeah, nicely done. Over cover. Easy shot for Salman Ali Agha. He plays spin beautifully. And here's a glimpse of what he can do.
One of his strongest areas is extra cover, and Salman Ali Agha plays this shot particularly well. Backs away and hits it over extra. No fielder there.
Yeah, it was beautifully done, that over cover 4. There was improvisation, yet it appeared as if it was a normal shot. Just moved slightly back to find the gap and room through the offside. Yeah, deft touch, soft hands. The ball rolls across for a 4. Turns out to be a very, very fine over for Pakistan. Things are moving very nicely for the home team. Sensing a win here to make it 3-0, 164 for the loss of 3.
এখনো তো ঝিরঝির করতেছে।
ঝামেলা আসলে আমার লাইনের না, বাইরের সহজ সরল মানুষ পায়া জিনজিরা টিভি ধরায় দিতে আমি।
দেশের যে কোনো প্রান্তে ঝকঝকে ছবি আর ক্রিস্টাল ক্লিয়ার সাউন্ডের বেস্ট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স পাবেন একমাত্র আকাশ ডিজিটাল টিভিতে।
জীবনের গল্প আছে বাকি অল্প।
জীবন অনিশ্চিত, তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন।
কার্ড বিকাশে প্রথমবার আছে দারুণ অফার।
মেরিল মিল্ক সোপার এর মিল্ক লোশন প্রতিবার গোসলের পর আমার ত্বক রাখে নরম ও মসৃণ।
একনল অ্যাডভান্সড হাইজিন সোপ, এবার জীবাণু ধুলাবালি ঘাম ক্লিন বোল্ড।
ম্যাজিক হার্বাল টুথপেস্ট এর শক্তিশালী 14টি হার্বাল উপাদান দূর করে দুর্গন্ধ।
Very highly, and we haven't seen the best of them, but today we're definitely doing it. This bat of his has been wielding with strength. Some of these shots, look at these, and the pleasing thing about them, most of them, apart from ones that are down the leg side, are in front of square, and that's what I like. It's a little dinky one, he can do that when he's been there for a while. That was a magnificent stroke. Brilliant stuff from Mohammad Harris. So 33 required off 29 balls now.
Yeah, Bangladesh need wickets here. It's been outstanding innings from Mohammad Harris. We got the starts. The first T20 international, 31 of 18, 41 of 25, but this time he's gone even bigger. Now they needed that because they're chasing a target of 197. Bangladesh managing score 196. What a wonderful knock this is turning out to be from Mohammad Harris.
He's only had 4 dot balls in this innings. Only 4. It's remarkable. Side the stumps. Scrambling through for 1. Skipper's got to get his skates on. The captain's just taking a bit of a breather, I think. Harris is just checking on him, make sure he's okay. 86 now of 40. Must be over the moon with this performance, Mohammad Harris.
Yeah, it all started to go wrong for Bangladesh because they were well placed at 150 for 2 after the end of the 15th over, and they put the brakes on in the last 5 overs, the Pakistani bowlers.
Prize of catches cracked on the bounce.
And they can only score 46 in the last 5 overs, Hazy, and they lost 4 wickets. That's what really mattered for Pakistan. Look at that, 46 for 4 in the last 5. Not good enough. But what an innings this is turning out to be. Just the 40 deliveries he has faced, and moved on to 86.
Ooh, it's a good shot. It's over the top. Outfielder's quick. It's a teaser. Does nicely. Coming back for 2. Settling on 2. Takes him now to 88. That's his highest score in T20 cricket. Mohammad Harris.
If he can somehow manage to hang on, then surely he'll be thinking to go and score his first T20 International 100. He's played some lovely shots. Once again, a lovely looking shot over the top of the cover. Looks to be in control, and he's played some good cricketing shots. Hardly played a slog.
Utter, I can't believe you touched the money then. You've touched the money. You've mentioned that. You've mentioned he... No, I can't believe you just said that, Utter. You could be in deep trouble if he doesn't get there. Picked that up nicely, and it's gone all the way for 6. Takes him into the 90s.
And if he does? Yeah, cracking shot to finish the over. 6 to finish the over. After 16, 175 for 3.
The crowd is absolutely loving this. He's putting on a nice show for this capacity crowd here at the Garfi Stadium in Lahore, and this beautiful stadium now. February this year, this stadium is completed. The revamp of the whole thing looks magnificent. 34,000 people. Last ball of the over gets hammered for 6. He loved it. He absolutely loves it. Look at him. Flying over for 6 to take him to 94. He's thinking, I might be here for 3 figures.
ভ্যানিলা আইসক্রিমের সাথে রিচ চকলেট কোটিং এর দুর্দান্ত কম্বিনেশন। পোলার চকোবার মিনি। পোলার আইসক্রিম, মন ভালো থাক।
কার্টু বিকাশে প্রথমবার আছে দারুণ অফার।
জীবনের গল্প আছে বাকি অল্প,
জীবন অনিশ্চিত, তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন।
ম্যাজিক হার্বাল টুথপেস্ট এর শক্তিশালী 14টি হার্বাল উপাদান দূর করে দুর্গন্ধ সৃষ্টিকারী দাঁতের সমস্যা কোনো কৃত্রিম রং ফ্লেভার ছাড়াই।
ইয়েস, চলেন আজকে একটা ম্যাজিক দেখাই।
Carrying on, that makes such a big difference. Look at Harris, what he has done for his team.
Hardle on the ground. We're going to have a quick look at the Inverex Axio. Performance, style and savings, everything at one place. Pakistan's most affordable, environmentally friendly Inverex Axio. The perfect choice. If Mohammad Harris happens to hit a 6 off the very next ball, it'll be the fastest 100 for Pakistan in T20 internationals. Not much pressure, Mohammad. But hit this for 6. He's going to get 2 goes at it.
The fastest belongs to Hassan Nawaz, which came in only 44 deliveries earlier this year in Auckland.
That was his first lightning century. And he has played brilliantly. Hassan Nawaz of late as well. Can he hit it for 6? Oh, it's going to be another wide. Keep adding them up. He's trying to just hug inside that line, which is a guideline. Umpires often use it as a definitive line, but it's a guideline only for the umpires. Slicing that one away. Just the single.
He's composed himself nicely here. Mohammad Harris coming at the fall of the first wicket. Remember, the openers got themselves departed early, very early, but then there was a big partnership. Then he's looked solid as ever. Was one very difficult chance. And he's played beautifully, very aggressively.
18 from 22. Oh, that's beautifully bowled. Perfectly bowled. Shy at the stumps. Would have been home. Very good delivery. Can't do too much with that. Almost the... Well, in fact, I'm going to give it the perfect Yorker, because at this stage of the innings, and the guys are playing so well, can't do much with it. 180 for 3 now.
Yeah, just not enough runs on the board on this kind of a surface.
Got 95 runs, Harris, 78 runs in boundaries. Clearly super fit. Can't see a bead of perspiration on his forehead. He's hit that through the covers. He's found the gap and it's raced away for a boundary. Takes him now to 99.
It's all the smiles in the dugout and also in the crowd. They're sensing it. Yeah, it was in the air, but he picked up the gap. It was full. Really latched onto it. And put that away for another boundary between the fielder at mid-off and cover. Look at that gap.
Mohammad Harris, that is absolutely spectacular. What a scintillating performance. Magical. It's his first 100 for Pakistan. First 100 in T20 international as well for Pakistan. Magnificent work from Mohammad Harris. And the first Pakistan non-opener score 100 in T20 internationals also. He's ticked off a few boxes, that's for sure. Brilliant stuff. What a delight to watch this.
And look at his strike rate. It's above 200 at 224. What a knock from Mohammad Harris. Came in early when they lost an early wicket, but he's not looked back at all. 8 fours and 6 sixes in this blistering knock of 101.
First over. Last ball, the first over. That wicket was lost. Rocking back and just slams that over the ropes as well for 6 more. He's with the rocket now, that's for sure. With the rocket, he wants to finish this quickly. He's putting on a real show. 100.
Brought to you by Techno.
জীবনের গল্প আছে বাকি অল্প।
জীবন অনিশ্চিত, তাই সময় মতো জীবনের ডাক শুনুন।
আমিও তো টাকা রাখি, কিন্তু আবার উঠেই খাই ফেলাই। তারপর ভিডিও দেখে একটা সেভিংস অ্যাকাউন্ট করে ফেললাম। বিকাশের মাধ্যমেই আমি টাকাটা ব্যাংকে জমাচ্ছি।
বিকাশ অ্যাপে ডিপিএস টাকা জমায় সারা দেশ।
By this capacity crowd at the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore. Really, really special. Flicked away. Brilliant. Runs are coming left, right and centre now. 1 required now.
The scores are on level with that boundary. They never looked in any sort of trouble, even though they lost their first wicket in the very first over. And since then, it's all about Harris. This boundary coming from the skipper.
One to win. And that is going to be it. Punch gloves in the middle. They just stroll through to complete the run, and that is it. What a performance by Pakistan. They have been absolutely brilliant today. This has been a wonderful game. They're not totally sure. I think it's done. It's done, guys. It's finished. You've won. You've won 3-zip. Captain, congratulations. What a performance. Pakistan win by 7 wickets. 3-zip they win this series. It's the first time they've won